Says Nate the straight cut the motherfucker.
What's good, what's good, what's good, man? It's your boy, the Wallstreet Trapper. Welcome to another episode of Trappin' Tuesdays, man. I think this episode 46. Man, we got 46 of them things in the hole. And before we get any further, I just want to thank every last one of y'all, man. For 46 weeks, we've been tapped in. We've been locked in. I once heard somebody in the space said that a lot of people don't get to 50 shows. Well, we on our way. We've been consistent, and I just want everybody to know that consistency takes you where you need to go at in life. If you ain't consistent, if you're not every day actively engaging in whatever it is that you say you want to accomplish, then I want you to know if you ain't consistent, it don't mean that much to you. Consistency is the thing that take you there. Listen, it ain't gonna always be perfect. It ain't gonna always be right. But if you have the goal and the end of what you want, then the beginning is just the starting point. I want you to understand this. Your dedication, your commitment to the process. See, the commitment to the process is what determines your progress, man. We all gotta start off small. We all gotta start off as an acorn before we can blossom into that oak tree. I want you to know that is in you. I want you to know that 2023 is the year that we take our goal to another level, man. 2023 is the year. I know y'all used to me being excited and a lot of uproar, a lot of energy. But man, I don't know, today something just on me and I feel subtle. I feel a sense of calm. It's like because I feel something shifting in the world. I feel something shifting. I feel like people are getting it. I feel like people are really locking in. And I know the news and the media make us think that, you know, ain't no black men taking care of their kids. And it make us think that all we do is fuss and gossip. And I know it make us think that all we do is eat chicken wings and we debate about flats or drums all day, right? I know it make us think that black women just call each other B's and S and H's all day. I know that's what it got us thinking because that's what they put in front of our face. But I want you to understand that you gotta sometimes pull the mask down and go outside of what they're trying to teach us and see what the real is. Sometimes we gotta get to the meat and potatoes. What they giving us is just appetizers, right? Everybody I know right now every black man I know right now take care of his kids. Every black man I know right now, like, he on the mission to do something better. Improving his credit score. He trying to invest in something. Majority of the black men I know, that's the wave they on. A lot of the women I know right now, they're trying to connect to God. They're trying to exercise. They're trying to eat right. They be fasting with me. So it made me think like, damn, like, why we keep getting the same? Oh, I get it. That's what they want us to think. So I want you to know, like, real talk, man, like, there's more to us than what we see. I want you to understand that you are a representation of the change that you want to happen in the world. It's okay. None of us ain't perfect, fam. Everybody got an opinion. Ain't none of us perfect. But I know for a fact, man, we striving. I know for a fact right now there's more black millionaires in the world than ever before. That's a testament to where we at right now. That's a testament. That's a testament. You feel me? There's more people investing in the stock market right now than ever before. There's more people buying real estate right now that come from poor and the middle class than ever before. I'm trying to, like, I know what the news and listen, they want to push a certain narrative and they want to make us think a certain way. And don't get me wrong, they spend a lot of money to make sure, but I'm telling y'all, with all the, listen, let me say this. With all the financial shows that's out right now, I salute everybody. You know why? Because everybody, for the most part, is trying to push information. And for a long time, we ain't had nobody that looked like us pushing the information. For a long time, we only could get information from a different culture. Right? And this ain't about black or white. This just about the narrative that's being pushed. And I want us to know there's a reason why they only show us murder on the TV. There's a reason why it's murder all on every news channel. It's a reason why it's murder in all the music. That's what they want us to push. But I want you to take today and just salute yourself for getting some money. I don't care if you made your first stock investment, salute yourself for getting some money. I don't care if you bought your first piece of property, salute yourself for getting some money. I don't care if you bought some crypto, salute yourself for getting some. I don't care if you're doing Airbnb. I don't care if you did Turo. I don't care what you, salute yourself for getting some money because you thought outside the box. That's right, you thought outside the box. You thought outside the box, man. So I don't care what these people be talking about. I just want to take a minute, man, Jose. I want to take a minute, Jose, and thank everybody who come in here when I say this is not going to be a 3-hour show. I want to thank everybody who laugh and say, nah, Trap, this is going to be a 3-hour show. Because that tells me in a world where they tell us all we got is a 60-second attention span, we got some 2,000, 3,000 people that's like, nah, yo, I can sit here for 3 hours. That's a whole different type of energy. Cause we ain't on here shake and tell. We ain't on here calling nobody B's and H's. We ain't on here trying to scam nobody. We ain't on here selling no dream. We on here vibing how we vibe. We giving good information. We laughing. We joking. We misspelling words sometimes. We mispronouncing words sometimes. Guess what? We ain't perfect, but guess what? I'm the last one to get it out the mud. Everybody else gonna get it out the market. And I believe that everybody that's rocking with me feel the same god doggone way. So guess what? Salute to y'all for that. That's what certified trapping all about. That's what certified trapping all about. We don't got on suits and ties. And I'm gonna keep it real. Before me, shout to my dude Ian, cause he wore a suit and tie for a long time. You feel me? That was my God thing. Shout out to Ash Cash, because they wore the suit and ties for a long time. But guess what? Trap come from a trap. And you couldn't hustle on my block with a suit and tie. Who'd have thought you was the police? Everybody who I knew wore a suit and tie was either a judge, a lawyer, or a DA. My teachers ain't even wear suit and ties. So guess what? When trap came in again, get what I said? Hoodie season, t-shirt season. If you caught me in the beginning, I always had the hat with the trap house on it. You know why? Because that was my comfort zone. And I knew the only way that I could teach what I know is if I felt comfortable. And a lot of people was like, how somebody gonna teach me about stocks? And at the time, I still had goals in my mouth. How you gonna teach me about stocks and you got goals in your mouth? How you gonna teach me about stocks in a t-shirt? How you gonna teach me about where your 4, where your 7 series, where your 6 series at? I ain't got none. I ain't got none. But guess what? Ask the people with the 6 series and the 7 series and all the other series, I asked them to put their returns against my returns. Ask them how many of their clients made money against how many people that rock with trap for free that made money. We ain't talking about the paid people, just talking about the free people that made money. What we talking about? So I just want to tell everybody, thank y'all for letting me be trap. Thank y'all for letting me lie to myself thinking it's gonna be a 2-hour show and it still be a 3. Thank y'all for encouraging me to say, trap, you lying. I need y'all in my life for balance. I need y'all. I need y'all. So man, tonight gonna be an amazing show. And we got so much in store for y'all tonight. We got so much game to give y'all tonight. We found out a church that got $100 billion portfolio. I'm excited to talk about that tonight. We gotta give a moment of silence for Dave Ramsey tonight. Apple might flop. We got a lot to talk about tonight. So before we get into it, I want y'all to like this. I want y'all to subscribe and share this to as many people as you can right now. Jose, we got a goddamn tour, bro. We got a goddamn tour coming up, man. Atlanta, New Orleans, and Houston. Y'all up first. Jose, drop the link in the chat, man. I see the people been getting the Atlanta tickets too, man. They've been getting them Atlanta tickets. They've been getting them Houston tickets. It's New Orleans, don't do that to me. Don't do that, New Orleans. Don't let Houston and Atlanta outdo y'all. New Orleans, New Orleans. Come on, man. Let's go, man. I love y'all. Hey, if you're on this live right here, man, listen. Come join me right now. It's the Wall Street Look Like Us Now Network on YouTube. I'll put in Trappin' Tuesday when you go on YouTube. Come check me out. And when you get here, say Trap, we here. When you get here, say Trap, we here. And we gonna shout y'all out. That's right. Go to YouTube. Go Wisconsin. I don't know nobody in Wisconsin, fam. I'm not even gonna lie to you, fam. We gotta make that work. Listen, man, just come check me out, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Let's go, man. All right, y'all. So check it. Got a lot to talk about tonight. I want to start this off with this, man. Goddamn. I'm loud. I want to start off tonight by saying this, man. Creating financial wellness first has to start with addressing past issues. I'll say that again. Creating financial wellness has to first start with addressing past issues, negative patterns that you've normalized over the years, belief systems that aren't real, but you've internalized them. What is the emotional damage that is associated with money that you've oppressed? The emotional damage when it comes to money that you've oppressed. So when I say the emotional damage, I want you to think about, like, when you think about not having enough money, what does that do to you? When you think about paying bills, what does that do to you? When you think about trying to save, what are the things that come to mind that make you not save? Or when you do save, what is it that come to mind that so easily makes you spend that savings money? I want you to dig a little deeper of the fear you have or why you feel like you need to hold on to money. I'm talking about the emotional damage that is associated with money that you've oppressed over the years. Because watch this, with the wealth of opportunities that is available for us now, to not actively be engaging in all the opportunities that we have, that's like a chronic illness, y'all. Financial healing requires difficulty. But first you gotta admit that I'm not right. You gotta admit to yourself like, man, you know what? I really don't know nothing about money. You gotta admit to yourself that, damn, I don't know how to budget. You gotta admit to yourself that, damn, I don't know how to keep my credit score here. I don't know how to pay my credit on time. I don't know how to be mature when it comes to finance. You gotta tell yourself that. You gotta look in the mirror and have this harsh truth trap. I don't know how to invest. Because it's not what you don't know how to do, it's the intention of what you want to do. Just because you don't know how to invest don't mean you can't invest if you don't learn. Y'all know one of my favorite sayings is, what you don't know is not a reason for you not to do it. But here's the thing, y'all. We hide behind a lie. We hide behind a wall that I'm all right. I'm going to show you how you hide behind a wall. Somebody can ask you how you doing. You be like, man, I'm good. But in your heart, you know you ain't good. See, we good at walking around with this facade. Now we have a financial facade. And I'm all right, man. And you wonder why sometimes we see people committing suicide. And check this out, man. Check on your friends, man. The reason why we see people committing suicide because on the outside, everybody is so good with saying, I'm all right. Everybody good with saying, I'm good. When deep down we not, and I'm gonna be real with you, 80% of the time, the not good is because it's some financial stuff. 80% of the times that I'm not really good, but I'm saying it's some financial stuff. People taking trips because, and they can't afford it. People buying stuff that they can't really afford because they want that reprieve of the oppression of being not good. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. When I made my first couple $1 million, y'all, man, I was scared to death. I ain't want to spend nothing. Because I see, in order for me to really relate to y'all, in order for me to really let y'all know it's all right, because some of y'all gonna be in the chat like, man, Trap tripping, man. I ain't trying to hit that, man. Like, I'm gonna keep it real, yo. Like, when I made the first couple $1 million, I'm gonna be real, yo, I was scared to death. Why? Because I ain't never saw that much money before in my life that I had to myself, and the first thing came to my mind was, man, I don't wanna blow this. I don't wanna be the one that go broke. I don't want to be the one that done saw this and I can't. So every day I would watch my account. I would spend $5, $10, watch my account. I would do something, I'm watching my account. Yo, there was a deep-rooted financial trauma. There was a deep-rooted financial issue that I had to deal with, fam. See, I got to talk to y'all from my perspective. So you're going to hear people talk to you like it's all good. Like, damn, man, I'm good. I've been had money. Man, shut up. Shut up. I want to talk to my real people. And I know everybody don't come from being broke. I know everybody don't come from that. But that's what I come from. And so when I made them first, it took me a while to be able to be like, all right, this ain't going nowhere. And it wasn't based off the money I was making while I realized it wasn't going nowhere. I realized it wasn't going nowhere because over time, I had learned more and more about financial literacy. I had to sit myself in there. I knew how to invest my money, but that was only one part of the game. I knew how to invest my money, but that was one part of the game. Trap, you gotta learn how to manage these multiple businesses. Trap, you gotta learn what a profit loss statement is. Trap, you gotta learn what your monthly income is. Trap, you gotta learn what each one of your businesses bring in. Trap, you gotta learn what payroll is. Trap, you gotta learn, oh, all right, bet. And it was hard for me to deal with that in the beginning. But I had to ask myself, man, I ain't the only one that ever been through this. So let me sit myself down, let me chill out, let me understand all the money I'm bringing in, let me understand all the money I'm investing, and let me now pay attention to my finances. And so once I understood that, okay, now I done got better with money. Now I done got better with investing. Now I done got better with, okay. And that come with time. But it's okay. Man, one of my friends sent me a message, man, from a friend, one of their friends, who made a couple $1 million during the pandemic. And they texted my friend and said, man, I'm broke. And in my heart, I felt that. I felt that. Because what happens when you make money and then nobody around you not helping you navigate? Nobody around you not helping you go through the motions. Nobody around you ain't showing you how to pay taxes. Man, when I paid that $1.1 million in taxes, I ain't gonna lie, I paid that shit with a smile on my face. I was like, bet, because I knew at that point in my life, I already understood that I was good. I understood how to put my money around. I understood, like, I bet. Okay, that's cool. I'm all right with that. I'm in a different space right now, y'all, and that take time. But we get so caught up with having to prove ourselves to people. We get so caught up with having a Chanel bag. We get so caught up with having all the red bottom. We get so caught up in looking good to where we asset broke. We luxury good wealthy. We luxury good wealthy, but we asset broke. Soon the IRS come do an audit, we broke. Soon as the people say we need our money, we broke. This game ain't just about saying what you got, man. And that's what I want us to understand. For a long time, we've masked our truths. And we often go deep into the abyss of the familiar. Even though we want more, you're in that financial sunken place. That financial sunken place. That is the title for tonight's episode. The financial sunken place. I remember when you looking at Get Out, I was watching it the other day, man, and I don't know, that was probably the 100th time I done saw it, but for some reason, this time when I watched it, it hit me different. I thought about it from a whole nother component. Like, he was in the chair scratching, but he watching himself go down and he can't do nothing, but he's still physically there. And guess how he got himself out the situation? He had a moment of realization when he realized what was going on, and he realized what kept happening. He realized what kept putting him in that sunken place. So you know what he did? He took the cotton out the chair, put it in his ear, and he drowned out the noise. He drowned out the noise so that he can function in his norm. He drowned out the noise so he wouldn't still be a victim to the same thing. I'm telling you that you gotta drown out the noise. You gotta put the cotton in your ear so you can't keep hearing your people talking. You can't see what they spending. You can't see what they splurging on. You can't see the trips they taking. You can't see none of that because you like, yo, you in that financial sunken place. I know you went on that trip, but I know you broke. I know you luxury rich, but you asset broke. I know you look like it, but you ain't got no money. You ain't got no assets. I don't want to be you. I'm not judging you, but I don't want to be you because I don't want to be in that financial sunken place. Nah, I don't want to be there. I don't want to be there. It's the equivalent to every time you see a new bag you want, bing, the teacup get hit. Every time there's something on the TV, bing, the teacup get hit. Every time there's a Floyd Mayweather got something, bing, the teacup get hit. Every time there's a trip, bing, the teacup get hit. Every time there's a new, bing, the teacup get hit. You keep going in the financial sunken place. Every time the teacup get hit, when you gonna put some cotton in your ear? When you gonna put some cotton in your ear? I'm just saying we in that type of situation. We in that environment right now, y'all, where it's a lot of noise. It's a lot of people in the financial sunken place. And just like my boy on Get Out, if you don't never, because there's always a moment where you get back into reality. There's always a moment where you come back into reality. You're like, wait, damn, what's going on? And in that moment, you got to come to the realization, yo, if I don't keep doing this, if I keep doing the same thing, if I keep letting the same things bring me to that financial sunken place, my next 20, 30 years going to look like this. And guess what, yo? It's hard to work 60 hours when you're 60. It's hard to work 60 hours when you're 50. Social Security, Medicaid, it's still there, but they're cutting it little by little. I need y'all to get out the financial sunken place, y'all. Before we even get started, I need to see you in the chat saying, I'm coming out, chat. I need you in the chat saying, I'm coming out, trap. I need y'all to get out that financial sunken place. But I want you to know you ain't by yourself, man, because I was there, y'all. I had the fear, I had the anger, I had it. And I had to fight myself out of it, man. Let's go, man. Episode 46. We on our way. Hey, Jose, man, we got a tour, bro. Hey, we got a goddamn tour. I'm excited about that, man. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I just want y'all to know I'm excited about that. They don't think we can do it, but I know we can do it. 7 sold out shows. Jose, drop the link for the tour in the chat. We got Houston, we got LA, we got Houston, New Orleans, and Atlanta right now, August 1st, August 8th, August 15th. Man, get your tickets, man. I'm telling y'all, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something we doing there. I'm gonna show y'all how, I'm gonna show something, Jose. I'm gonna show them my financial structure that I did with my wealth strategist. I'm gonna show them, because what happens is, watch this. This ain't no shot against nobody. It's not a shot against nobody. I always gotta say that because people always think there's gotta be beef in our community, right? Here's what I want you to understand, man. We go to a lot of the conferences and I've been that person. We get motivated, we get inspired, and we look at our notebook, we got a bunch of millionaire motivational quotes. We got a bunch of billionaire motivational quotes. We got a bunch of real estate motivational quotes. We got a bunch of business owner motivational quotes. We done watched them on the stage, but they ain't gave us no blueprint to nothing. We motivated, we inspired, but we left there with what? I got a notebook full of quotes. Ooh, he said this. Ooh, she said that. I got a notebook full of quotes. Jim Rome remixes. You feel me? No strategy, no blueprint, no 1, 2, 3. It's a lot of, so what did you do to get your first million? How do you navigate the $1 billion portfolio? This is how I did it. Them people done paid a bunch of people. They don't even know. Because a lot of the billionaires be the visionary. They not the people behind the brand. They not the people. So here's what I want you to know. Trappin with a Recession, Trappin in the Recession tour. No matter what city I'm going to, the first thing I'm doing is showing you the same playbook that my financial strategist gave me. This is the first industry. This is the first LLC. This one got to pay this one. This one got to do this. Set this one up. Get the like-kind transfer right here. I'm showing y'all mine. At the top of the thing is going to say, Howard Asset Plan. I'm going to show it to you. You know why? Because I want you to execute. So now when you can screenshot it and go to your person and be like, hey, check this out. This what Trap got. This what Trap got. I dare you to, this what Trap got, the LLC right here. He got the S Corp right here. He got the holding company right here. This what Trap got. This ain't me taking a picture. I'm drawing it on the paper. You know, the dudes do it on Instagram. Start the LLC. Do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. Well, show me yours, bro. I ain't got there yet. No. This is somebody right here. I'm going to show it to you. I promise you. I promise you, 1 hour before we get into Trappin Tuesday, that 1 hour gonna be straight me giving game, showing you, yo, here's how my setup look. This my house set up in this how we had to get that set up in this state right here. This is what you had to do to get it. This the LLC, this the LLC, this the like-kind transfer, this the S-Corp, this the asset vehicle right here, this the insurance policy they want me to take out that I ain't want to take out because they want me to put $4 million in there, and I ain't want to sit $4 million in that thing. I'm going to show it to you. Who else going to show you that? Everybody want to motivate you. Everybody want to motivate you. I don't want to motivate you. I want you to come out the damn financial sunken place. And that's just the beginning. At that first hour, I'm giving game. Ain't no motivation, ain't no inspiration. That first hour, you gonna get boom, 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 boom. I promise you that. I promise you that. I promise you that. And the reason why I promise you that is because I'm tired of us being inspired. I'm tired of us just being motivated. I'm tired of people taking advantage of us with scams. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that. It's so many of us that out here that's really giving game. It's so many out here that's really helping us. It's so many people out here that's really like, yo, this is what you need to do. There's so many people out here that's really doing it. And I heard somebody say that to me, bro, if I can't give y'all this shit the way I give it to you, then I ain't doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm learning, I'm executing, y'all can have it. You can have it. So now when you go, because I ain't had nobody to tell me, I done went through, this is my 5th CPA. So you know what I learned? Okay, let me document this. Let me write this down. And guess what, man? A Trappers can have that. That's a mistake. Trap went through that, so you ain't got to go through that, fam. Trap went through it, so you ain't got to go through it. So I'm going to show you here, bro. Here's my whole setup. This is what you can learn how to do. So now you ain't got to look at the dudes on Instagram no more. Here's the whole setup. Go on, screenshot it. You can have it. And if you get the VIP thing, or if you get the Elite VIP, guess what? You're going to get the workbook, and it's going to be there for you. You ain't got to screenshot it on the screen. If you get the VIP or the Elite VIP, guess what? Here's Trap Blueprint. Here, go to your CPA. I won't do what Trap doing. This what it's working for him. This what he doing. This teaching. I'm talking factual. I ain't talking theory. I'm talking rules that's implemented. I ain't talking about speculation. I'm talking about this the mistakes I made, this what I did, boom, let's go. We talking family SOPs, I got that wrote out for you. Guess what? Here go the family SOPs, yo. Here's things that you and your family need to be doing right now to get involved. You want to start a investing fund portfolio for your family? This is what you need to do. This the thing, this how you cover it. This how you cover it. You know why? Because I'm setting it up for mine. I ain't got to charge you for that. You can have it. If you come in that building, you can have it. You can have it. The problem right now is so many people taking advantage of our people. So many people want high ticket the shit out of our people. Yo, $97, man. If you can't spend $100 to come here, it's cool. We want high ticket to piss out our people. $17,000, $45,000. Man, come spend $100 to come up here and get this, man. You spent that on wings all week. You feel me? I don't got a high ticket you, fam. I just want you in the building because there's a different type of power, there's a different type of energy when you in the building and you're amongst people who not just getting motivated, who getting equipped. That's the difference with me. I won't equip you. I ain't got nothing to say against nobody else. I want to equip you because we so much better when we moving as a unit. We so much better when we moving around understanding the possibilities of money. We so much better when we move around understanding the money that we can make. We so much better when we know we financially secure. We so much better when we know we in position. We so much better when we are pivot to prosperity. When we pivot into prosperity, we are so much better. I just need you to take a step toward me so I can take 10 towards you. I just need you to get out that financial sunken place, man. If you rocking with me, man, I'm rocking with you, man. I promise you that. It's your boy, the Wallstreet Trappin, man. Let's go. Ooh! Jose. Damn, that was 36 minutes, Jose. God damn. This will not be a 3-hour episode. God damn it. Shit. How y'all let me do that, man? Until you bring the goddamn slow beat in here, you know that's going to make me go longer. Damn. Shout out my dog, Tootie, man. All right, man, let's go, man. Let's go, man. Put me right here. I am a certified Wall Street trapper. I am confident in my ability to make great investments. The stock market is a machine that prints money. Man, and I am more than capable of operating this machine. Not only will I free myself, but my family will eat for a lifetime based on the information I apply today. Let's say that again. Not only will I free myself, but my family will eat for a lifetime based off the information I apply today. I'm talking about applying the information today. That's what I'm talking about. I'm a money maker and a wealth builder. Today I break all the chains that anchor me to the poverty mindset. My ancestors will smile now because I have turned our last name into an asset. My family's purchasing power will increase indefinitely. Today, I make the declaration that no longer will I be a slave to money. No longer will the generations behind me inherit lack. No longer will I submit to selling my time for money. I am a first-generation millionaire. I am the architect of my family's legacy. I am a certified Wall Street trapper, and Wall Street looks like us now. Let's go, baby. Woo! We on fire tonight. We on fire tonight. Jose! Woo! Jose, we 38 minutes and we got 2,200 people in the chat. It's one of them nights. Hey, I need y'all to share this, y'all. I need y'all to share this, y'all. I need y'all to share this out tonight. I'm telling you, it's going to be a good night tonight. All right, so let's get into it, man. Let me know how y'all feeling in the chat, man. Let me know how y'all feeling in the chat. We in the chat. Say, y'all, listen, I feel good, man. I'm telling y'all should try that juice fast, y'all. That juice fast is amazing, yo. Let's get the likes up right quick, y'all. Let's take a minute. Let's get the likes up for a second. I'm going to give y'all 10 seconds. Get a pen and a pad. We got a lot to talk about tonight, man. Thank y'all for tuning in me on my 30-minute rant. Damn, I don't know what got into me. George, you got me some vitamin water? Don't worry about it. I'll get it later. I'll get it on a commercial break. Thank you, cuz. Man, I love my team, man. They all riding for the team, man. All right, word on the street. Let's get to it, man. All right, so the Dow was down. The S&P was down. Everything ended down. Cut off some wins, cut off some things at the end. But I want to talk about something, man. Let's go straight into this right quick, man. Let's go into the heat check today. So listen, y'all know out the gate, right? So we had, watch this, y'all. I want y'all to understand this, though. We had 4,131,303 calls in today. We had 3,847,175 puts in today. Now, watch this. Y'all know I always, so the put call ratio is at 0.93. Watch this. That's a big ratio. That's about 250, you know what I'm saying, almost 300,000. Remember I told y'all early on, I said if we can get anywhere between 300, 400, 500,000 more calls than put, that tells us a lot about the market. So I want to talk to us about this one thing right here. The VIX hits 15, under 15, the other day for the first time since 2019. That's the lowest the VIX has ever been since 2019. We're going to talk about that later on today. But I want y'all to keep that in mind Remember what I told y'all, the VIX is a good gauge for telling us how the market is feeling. Is the market feeling bullish? Is the market feeling bearish? Now today we ended the day, we was way in the green. We ended the day at 0.93 put call ratio. We know that usually if it gets to 1.0, then the bear market is bullish, bearish. The market is in a little greed right now because of a few things. And we're gonna talk about those things today. Let's go a little further. All right, let's look at it, man. Here's our heat map for the day. Google gave us 1% today. Amazon gave us 1% today. Tesla gave us 1.7, almost 2% today. MasterCard gave us almost 3% today. American Express gave us almost 3% today. Capital One gave us almost 3% today. So the banks are coming back, and I realized what's going on in the banking industry is there's a credit crunch. There's a credit crunch going on in the banking industry, but also big banks now there's a bill going in law right now where big banks are now having to put up an extra, I think, $100 billion. Big banks are now having to put up an extra $100 billion in safety because they don't want no more collapses. So what happens is this, y'all. After every type of financial apocalypse, ooh, that's good. That was good. Ooh, where I got that one from? Ooh, that was good. Financial apocalypse. Gee, that was good. My whole team shook their head. I pulled that one out the hat. So anytime there's a financial apocalypse, the world always adjusts. So we are in one of those situations now where, you know, they don't want to have a 2008 happen again. So what they did, they prepared for it. Well, we didn't have a 2008 in 2023. We had something else. Well, what happened was the little banks now took a heat. So now, boom, because a lot of people moved from the little banks to the big banks, guess what happened? Big banks now have to take more repercussions. They have to take more precaution. They have to take more precaution. So there's now a bill in for big banks to now put, remember, I told you JP Morgan Chase and a lot of the other banks have put $2 billion up. Where there's a new bill put in place, they're going to have to put up $100 billion. Big banks are going to have to put up $100 billion for protection. Guess what that means? They want to avoid another one. But guess what? They got to do that. You know why? Because check this out. And I think next week I'm going to do it because I'm still doing some research on it. I'm really going real deep into this debt ceiling. They stopped it from defaulting, but I'm really digging into, watch this, y'all, the semantics. I'm in my bag tonight. I'm in my word bag tonight. I'm in my word bag tonight. I'm in my word bag tonight. We're going to sprinkle that on that. We're going to sprinkle that on that. We're going to sprinkle that on that. So we looking at the semantics. I've been really digging into it. I've been really digging into it. You know what I'm saying? So I can give y'all a real thorough breakdown on like how this is gonna affect us. You know what I'm saying? Let me take a minute right quick, man. Everybody on the chat, man, let's put some flowers in the chat. Tori, y'all know Tori. She is heavy in the chat. You feel me? She's in the hospital right now. She recovering. She was a little ill, you know what I'm saying? But she hit me up. I was like, Tori, we prayed for you in the group. But guess what? She was like, Trap, I'm in the group. I'm going to be in the chat tonight. I'm going to be getting busy. She has the heart of a trapper, yo. You feel me? So I want everybody to put some flowers in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to put some flowers in the chat because the Queen Tori is definitely in the chat tonight. She's still cooking. And she's getting her energy back. And everybody in the chat, we know she be, you know what I'm saying? She be holding us down, you know what I'm saying? So let's put some flowers in the chat. Let's just show her some love because y'all know she rock with us, you know what I'm saying? We gonna hope, Tori, we wish you well, Queen. We hope you feel better, you know what I'm saying? And if you need something, let us know. I'm pretty sure, you know for sure we got you. All right, so, and let's go a little further, man. Let's go. All right, Fear Greed Index. The market is, we are in greed, y'all. So when we're looking at the Fear Greed Index, the market is in greed. The market is in greed. Not extreme greed, but they're in greed. Remember, the VIX, I can't wait till we get into that VIX talk. All right, let's go a little further. Let's hit you with the recession portfolio. Let's get this out the way right quick. All right, so a lot of people, listen, if you're in the Patreon group, I put you on this maybe 3 weeks ago. It's been running like crazy. It's been running like crazy. Somebody in the group asked me, Trap, why are you buying it at this price? I said, listen, with the recession portfolio, the moves I'm making here is for us to take advantage of whatever the market is rewarding. I did a little data. I did the homework. The market gonna reward this. So this is the energy drink, CELH, cellulose. You know what I'm saying? So the market been showing us love right there. Costco, Crocs was rewarding us. The market showing like they might be getting us some more love. Eli Lilly, we got into the Meta, we got into the NVIDIA. All my people love TPH. They've been in there for a while. For sure, for sure, for sure. Let's go a little further. All right, so I cannot show y'all this option trade I made unless you in the Patreon. Patreon, normally I give y'all 3 weeks of plays. The Patreon get the play I make, and they get it for 3 weeks before I expose it to the team. Before I expose it in the group, that's just, that's a advantage of being in a Patreon, right? For my Patreon members, I will say this one, I told y'all about it. So what I did was I just bought my VIP ticket to Atlanta. Let's go. Thanks for the Tesla. Let's go. Let's go, Queen. Just bought a VIP ticket to Atlanta August 1st. I'ma see you, Queen. Man. That make me smile, man. Man, throw the tour video up right quick, man. God damn it. Man, give me a second, man. Let's throw the tour video up right quick, man. Like, we the only one do a live show with this much production. Like, we bar none, we just different. We not in competition with nobody. To see somebody that looks like us talk about stocks, because I had never seen that before.
You know, we buy during the drought, and a recession is the best time to buy.
Give me raw and uncut information.
I know how to break down a company. I know how to invest. Being a more confident investor.
That Wallstreet does look like us, no cliche.
I will no longer fertilize my fears.
That financial trauma has to be broken. We got to understand that we are more than consumers.
One share at a time can change your life.
What we doing? What we doing?
We're printing money, baby.
Let's go, man. Let's go. All right, let's get back to let's take a minute, man. I just was happy, man. I was happy, man. The VIP made me, you know what I'm saying? The VIP made me smile. You know what I'm saying? She said, I got my VIP ticket, Trap. I got my VIP ticket, man. So, all right, so let's show them the last part of the recession portfolio. So our meta stock is up. If you in the Patreon, we killing it on the Facebook. NVIDIA came down. I think we're gonna get another opportunity, y'all. We're gonna get an opportunity on this NVIDIA play again. I got a number in my head when I want to get back in it. And what we may wind up doing is having 2 NVIDIA positions. We may wind up having 2 NVIDIA positions, and that's all right. That's all right. SMH going crazy for us right now. In the triple beam team, in the master of the triple beam, I told y'all about this Tesla play. Zay, what up, Zay? I got something for you tonight too, Zay. I'm gonna break it down to y'all what I did in this Tesla play, y'all. I did it. I I didn't want y'all to do it because of the way I did it, and I'd explain it to y'all was kind of complicated. And at the time, I just didn't feel like explaining how complicated it was. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It was complicated. Man, stop saying that. It's like did crap cry. Man, listen, this tour mean a lot to me, man. It's the biggest thing I ever did in my life. You know what I'm saying? Taking my team, having the vision to go on tour, not knowing how to do a 7-city tour, not knowing, you know, and figuring it out. So I'm thankful for my team, I'm thankful for myself. So when I see somebody on a live in the moment say, Trap, I bought my VIP ticket, man, that meant a lot to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how much we pour into the trappers. I know how much we pour into this community. So just to see that, man, it just meant a lot to me, man. All right, let's go a little further, man. Let's get into it. All right, so Apple headset, was it a flop? All right. So here's what I want to say about it. All right, so let's think about it from this perspective. So Apple drops the headset on us, and they say, all right, yo, this is what we doing. We coming out with this headset. It costs $3,500. So when we look at that, I want us to ask ourselves a couple questions, and it's real. I personally feel like this is 100% a move that Apple made, not because they wanted to make it. I personally feel like they were pressured by Facebook. I could be wrong. I could be in my own thing. What was this banging I had? I think they're pressured by Facebook. Here's why. One, I always look at the timeline of how things happen, right? I look at the timeline of how things happen. So, Facebook, Apple punched Facebook in the face, boom, with the ads. Boom, Facebook had to jump off the metaverse. You know, they had to go that. The word ain't respond to that how they wanted to. Facebook made some adjustments. All right, cool. Facebook drops the metaverse. You know, the Oculus glasses, but they put them in a certain price bracket, right? Cool. The reason why Facebook dropped that was because here's the thing. With Facebook having the Oculus glasses, they now can take people off of the App Store. And if they can take people off the App Store, guess what they can do now? They don't got to worry about Apple charging them for blocking their ads. So now Facebook can now run the ads the way they want to run the ads. So now you got two different companies because Apple is great at having technology, 100%. Facebook is good at digital ads. So Facebook had a head start on them. The dope part about what I'm seeing is this is going to be such a competitive race. Now, the reason why I say, is it a flop? Well, here's what Apple did, right? One, Apple, you dropping this product. Now, here's what Apple usually does. Apple usually drops the product, and then after they drop the product, they have they'll drop that product at the same time. They never wait a year to drop the product. Why I can't find my notes that I just had on this Apple thing? I'm mad that I can't find my notes on this, y'all. This is pissing me off. I wrote this whole timeline out for us. I hate that I can't find my notes. This is unprofessional. All right, I still got it in my phone. All right, but what happened is this. All right, let me go to it. I got it in my phone. I don't got it in my phone. All right, so let's talk about it. So here's what happened. So when Apple drops the headphones, when Apple drops this, it comes out in a year. All right, at $3,500. Apple has never gotten their consumer ready for a $3,500 product. They've never primed their consumer for a $3,500 product, right? So the reason why I said it's a flop is because if we think about it, so I'm gonna put some dates in my head and let's think about it. So watch this, 1976, Apple drops, not Macintosh. Yo, this is pissing me off. I'm gonna find it after the goddamn show. and that's gonna make me so mad. Apple drops anyway, fuck it, I can't find this bullshit. I can't find this. Anyway, Apple drops the iPhone. 1976, Apple drops Mac and the first Apple. And then in 86, they dropped Macintosh, which is where you get Mac from, Macintosh, right? And then 98, they dropped, I wanna say the first G6, which I think was like a computer, the first type of computer. Then 2000, they drop, my dates messed up, I had it all wrote down. 2000, they dropped something. 2007, they dropped the iPhone. 2014, they dropped the Apple Watch. 2020, they drop the things, right? They dropped them maybe 19, 20, and then 23, they drop this. Well, what happens is, even in the beginning, when they first dropped the iPhone, people didn't think it was gonna sell. 2023, they now sell 1.4 million iPhones every 2 years. This is crazy, right? So watch this. Here's why I say it's pressure. Apple doesn't normally drop a product and then wait a year later to drop it. They don't normally do that. They don't drop the product and say we're gonna drop it next year. They don't normally do that. It'll be in the next drop. You feel what I'm saying? This lets me know they had to let the world know we got something. Because Facebook is doing what? They dropping that goddamn Quest. You know what I'm saying? They putting that Quest out there. They just dropped another one. So what Mark is doing is, Mark Zuckerberg is saying, yo, I'm getting market data. That's all I'm doing. I'm getting data. I'm gonna get better with it every time, right? So it is due out next year, the $3,500 joint, but watch this. That thing is not gonna sell, yo. I'm gonna be real with you, but here's what I do know. I do know this, and you can trust me and believe me on this. These headsets are only the beginning. These headsets are the equivalent to what the computer was in 1976. If you get what I'm saying. They won't be this big for long, is what I'm saying. This headset is the cassette player, CD player in 1996. That's these headphones, the Oculus, the Apple thing, these are the headset to 1996. Now, here's the thing, y'all. I'm gonna be real with y'all. There's people that is gonna buy it for $3,500, without a doubt. But this won't be their. So Apple hasn't dropped a new product since 2015, which was the watch, right? This isn't the product that is gonna skyrocket Apple. This is a product that they're gonna have under their products and services, gonna fall under wearables. That is gonna be another product on a baseline, right? It's gonna be on the line. The competition gonna come between them. I'm gonna be real with you. AR, VR is gonna be between Apple and Facebook. 100%. Why? Facebook has 3.2 billion users. Apple has 1.5 billion users. The difference is Apple has so many great minds in that building. Now, here's how I would have knew Apple was serious. If they would have dropped it for $9.99. If they would have dropped it for $9.99, here's what you do when you drop it for $9.99. For $9.99, you still set yourself as a superior, a premium product, and you still serve your base customer. The average customer is willing to spend $1,000 on an Apple product. It's proven. We talking numbers here, right? If you drop it for $9.99, that's why I know they're not serious. This is a proof of concept. we in the game. We do that sometime. You feel me? I'm in the game. If you get it, you get it. I'm in the game. I'm letting y'all know it's coming, but this ain't the finished product. I can promise you that. Watch this. Then there's talks. So we want to say Disney may be getting the game. Disney's struggling right now with trying to get streaming right. They can't afford to put nothing else on their table that's going to cost them more money. They struggling right now. So what I mean when I saw this, I said, okay, Apple, $3,500. They only got, they have a few people that's going to buy it. It's not going to be a stellar product, but they don't need it to be a stellar product. What they're going to do is evolve it over time. Now, here's what I know for sure is going to happen. 2028 is going to be a whole new ball game. That'll give them 5 years. The thing about that is this. Watch this. You've now given Meta a sneak peek at what you're doing. So now, here's the thing. I was just talking to Cuz about this earlier. What happens when you have no reference point to build off of? You are the only thing, right? You are the only thing. Now that you see what the competition coming with, it's like, oh, bet. I know what type of need I need now. Did what they doing. So this is going to be an amazing race. I don't think it's a flop. I think it was the tester. And truly, I don't think people are going to be walking around on the street with this on their face. I think people are going to be in the house. I think people traveling on the road. You know, you on the passenger side, you put it on. You on the airport. You in the car. I mean, you on the train. That's what this is going to be. Eventually, there's going to be a time where you're going to have the regular glasses on. That's how it's going to evolve. Let's go a little further. Here we go. Meta Quest Pro is $1,000. Meta Quest Pro. Meta Quest 2. Then we got the PlayStation drop this for $5,000. Magic Leap for $3,300. That ain't do nothing. ByteDance, Apple version 30. So I think it's going to keep evolving. And eventually, they're going to shrink it. And we're going to get what we need, man. All right, let's go a little further. All right, the Disney effect. So we talked about this a couple weeks ago. Hey, put me on this camera. I'm tired of going way over there. Goddamn neck hurting. God damn, man. Shit. All right, man. All right, man. So, listen. So, Disney has... I keep talking about this story, man. And this... I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. You feel what I'm saying? I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. So, Disney canceled the project in Orlando. Here's the back, and here's what it looked like. Right? Here's what it looked like. 2,100 units were already delivered to Orlando when Disney made the announcement that they was going to do it. Right? 2,100 apartment units were already delivered. Boom. Then they announced another 750 units. Now, 750 units had only been built in that area for 3 years. Right? 750 units had only been built in that area over the last 3 years. When Disney made the announcement, guess what? 2,100 units got built. Now, check this out. There's another 12,000 units that were actively supposed to be built in that area. There's another 12,000 units that was supposed to be built in that area. Watch this. Also, a 280,000 square foot hotel was supposed to be built in that area. Guess what? All of that now gets canceled. Now, here's the dope part about it. The company who Disney bought the land from, they have another option. In 7 years, if Disney doesn't do nothing with the land, or if Disney doesn't, fulfill building obligations, guess what? They have the opportunity to buy that land back. Then they have another opportunity to buy the land back in 10 years. So The goal now is, what does Disney do with the land? That is the goal. What does Disney do with the land because they are having an issue with Florida, who is now running, the dude who now running for president? And let me say this right quick, man. Let me say this right quick. Let's have a moment of silence for Dave Ramsey, man. Listen, I don't agree with everything Dave Ramsey be doing, you know, for his financial information, because C2 outside. I don't agree with that, but here's what I will say, fam. When you doing business, man, I'm not about to take up for Dave Ramsey at all. So Dave Ramsey is now in a $150 million lawsuit, right? Billion? No, it's million. It's a $150 million lawsuit. It's a $150 million lawsuit because of a timeshare scheme. Now, it wasn't Dave Ramsey's fault, but check this out. Guess what he got paid? From 2015 to 2021, he got, guess what? $30 million off it. He got he got paid $30 million to promote this timeshare company from 2015 to 2021. He got $30 million. But guess what? The company, they was doing some flaw stuff. They wasn't letting people maneuver how they wanted to maneuver. They wasn't letting people get out. And so guess who the people wind up suing now? Dave Ramsey. You know why? Because you promoted it. You promoted it. Here's what I want everybody to understand, man. I want everybody to understand this, man. If you got a financial product or something, don't ask me to promote it. The only financial product I'm going to ever promote is going to be mine, because I'm the one behind it, and I can take the backlash from it. Man, you don't know what people be doing on the other side. You feel me? You don't be knowing what people doing on the other side. So, man, Dave, you about to, you put your name behind that, Dave? You got to take that L. Listen, I'm going to tell you like this, though. Come off that #1 spot, bro. Come off that #1 spot, fam. All right, man, let's go a little further, man. Let's go a little further. All right, are we in a new bull market? Are we in a new bull market? So I want to talk to us about this for a second, right? So the VIX hit the lowest it's ever hit in 3 years. It hit under 15. It actually hit 14.76. Now watch this. A new bull market starts, if y'all don't know what a bull market is when the market hits that 20% and then it starts running. So here's what we know. A new bull market starts when the S&P 500 exceeds 20% of its lowest point in a bear market. Y'all with me on that? Let's repeat that. Let's repeat that. Let's repeat that so y'all can get it. A bull market starts after the index has exceeded its lowest point in a bear market. Exceed that 20%. So it surges 20% from its lowest point in the bear, right? When it exceeds that. The NASDAQ exceeded that in March. The NASDAQ exceeded that in March. The S&P is now at 12%. It is currently up 12% year to date. So, when people always ask me, Trap, are we in a bull market? Are we in a bull market? Are we in a bull market? In order to get in that bull, we can be bullish, but not in the bull market. So, the S&P has to get 8% more from its lowest low for it to now be in a bull market. So if you want to know what a bull market is, that's how we find out what the bull market is. That's how we know what the bull market is. So if the S&P surges 20% from its lowest point in the bear market, we're now at 12%. We're now at 12%. You know we're in a bull market. I need y'all to understand that. So understanding the VIX help us understand bull or bear, right? It's not 20% from its lowest in the bear. In the bear, it's not. All right, let's go a little further. All right, so I wanted to show y'all this, from bull to bear. I wanted to show y'all a couple companies, Wayfair, SoFi, LegalZoom, and S&P 500. All right, from peak to trough is what you always want to look at. Peak to trough. Peak to trough is highs to lowest, and then from lowest back to highs. So at its low, the Wayfair was down 92%, SoFi 8%, LegalZoom 83%, S&P 500 27% at its low. All right, let's go a little further. Look at that. So in a 2-month performance, this in 2 months, Wayfair went up 37%, LegalZoom went up 29%, SoFi went up 26%, S&P went up 4%. All right, let's go a little further. So I want to show you something that I looked at that you can use as an investor. Go to this next slide. Boom. So this line, this orange line you see represents the 150-day moving average. Watch this, y'all. I want you to really pay attention to this. I want you to really pay attention to this. So if you go look at a company's 150-day moving average, Trap, what the hell is a 150-day moving average? I don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're talking in Spanish. All right, so a 150-day moving average tells us how the stock has moved in the last 150 days. Does that make sense? It tells us how the stock has moved in the last 150 days. So here's what we see. In the last 150 days, we see that the stock of Wayfair has finally crossed its what? 150 day. Y'all can see it on the table. You can see it on the chart. In the last 150 days, we see that Wayfair has now crossed its 150 day. We see it. You feel me? Y'all with me? You see it on the thing? Right? That's right. That's right. Let's go. All right, let's go a little further. All right, also, LegalZoom, it did the same thing. We did the same thing with LegalZoom, 150 day, peak, you see it's up. So now we see that these stocks are turning what? Bullish. The stock has now crossed its 150 day. It is now going in bullish territory. I need y'all to understand that. I want y'all to understand that. So if you see a stock crosses 150 day, that may be a sign for us. So I'm going to put y'all on game. Let's go a little further, y'all. Oh, man, we trapping tonight, man. All right, here's the predictions, man. So we in a strong economy right now. We having stubborn inflation and Treasury rebuilding coffers. So here's what I want to talk about. Why are we in a strong economy? Right now, here's what we saw. 399,000 jobs were added to the labor market with this last report. 399,000 jobs were added to the labor market. Three things that are always important when we're looking at economic indicators: labor market, GDP, interest rates for housing, right? So watch this. That's 199,000 jobs more than expected. How did they get that? They get that from ADP, from data payroll. So if we have 200,000 more people working, 200,000 more people working says what? There's more people getting paid. If more people getting paid, that means there's more people doing what? Spending money. If more people doing what? Spending money, that tells us what? There's more people doing what? Buying stuff. If more people buying stuff, what does that mean for us? The American wheel is churning, because America is what? A consumer-based economy. Let's go, y'all. A consumer-based economy. So here's what we know. We're asking if there's going to be a Fed hike in July. 32% of the people said no. 68% of the people said yes. I'm thinking we'll have another hike in July. Let's go a little further. All right, here's what I want y'all to understand. And I put this up here for a reason. I need you to stop taking them $100 profits. Huh? I need you to stop taking them $100 profits. I need you to stop taking them $100 profits. Here's why. If you miss the last 20 days in the market, you've missed 27% of the returns. If you've missed the best 20 days in the market, if you missed the best 20 days in the market, you've missed 27% of the returns. If you've missed the best 5 days of the market, you've missed the 6% rate of return. If you've missed the best 3 days in the market, you've missed 1% of the return. Watch this. If you've missed 2 days, the best 2 days, 0.8%. If you missed the best day of the year, you up 3.9%. But if you're fully invested 70% of the time, 7.7% of the time, you killing it. Here's what happens, y'all. Let's go to this next slide, because I want to show y'all what y'all be doing. And I'm going to show y'all on a whiteboard. All right? So this is how the market runs, y'all. Earnings over sentiment. Sentiment is the emotions that's in the market. Right? Sentiment is the motion in the market. Right? Then earnings, the sentiment get a little smaller. The market let the earnings dictate. And then, as we go a little further, as time goes on, the earnings do what? Become more dominant. You want the earnings to dictate, put this up, we want the earnings to dictate more of what we do than what we want sentiment. Right? We want the earnings to dictate it, because here's what be happening. Remember I told y'all earlier, we got to heal from the financial trauma. You made $100. Cuz used to do this all the time. I would put Cuz on an investment. Cuz would make $50 and cancel the trade. Cancel the investment. Cuz, why you got to think, man, I made $50. Man, I ain't about to stay in there. That ain't the purpose. So let's go to this next slide right quick. Boom. Here's what I want y'all to do. You buy it here. You went through the emotion here. It goes up. You went through the emotion here. It goes up. You went through the emotion here. Goes up. You went through the emotion. Once it goes down, you say, you know what? I'm selling it. But what happens is you miss out on all this. So let me go to the board and talk to y'all about it. Let me go to the board and talk to y'all about it. All right, so this is how it look. So you can zoom in on it. So this is how it be looking. So you buy here, and then it does this. 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 This, 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 here, 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 here. All right? So you buy here. You somehow managed to ride this out. But right here, you got emotionally exhausted. You got emotionally exhausted. And the reason you got emotionally exhausted is because seeing your money go through all them different phases stresses you the hell out. It stresses you the hell out. And then 3 years from now, when the stock is here, you saying, man, I'm mad I sold here. You don't got to do that, fam. Here's what you can do. Buy here, buy more. If you buy here and you buy more here, you've actually brung your cost basis down. What does that mean, Trap? If you bought it for $50 and it goes down to $35, buy it in that $35. Now, I'm not the mathematician here, but it might bring your cost basis down somewhere. We'll put CB somewhere at about $47. So in actuality, you made you're going to make $3. How, Trap? Because what happens is now when it hits 48, 49, 50, you've made the $3 that you already had. You would have been having to, you'd have had to wait till to get back 50 to do what? Break even. To break even. At 47, if you brought your cost basis down, once it hit 50, you already plus $3. That make sense? You already plus $3 now. All right, now check it. This is a buy. Now watch this. So now, don't get it here at 65 and say, I done made $15 per share, now you won't sell. Why? Here's what happens. It went from 65, you got it back right here at 60. Now you panic sell. You know why you panic sell? Because you felt like you did good from 50 to here. It went here. Once it dropped down, here's the emotional trauma. Here's the emotional trauma. I don't want to lose it all back there. So because you don't want it to drop back, because you don't want it to drop back here at 47, you selling it at 60, you like, bet I'm good. No. Because now you miss out on this. 100. You miss out on the 100. You miss out on the 100 because you letting, watch this, you letting sentiment dictate what's going on. You got to get the sentiment out of it. And you got to let the data, move for you, y'all. This is how you make money. I need you to remove this. I understand that you have a lot of financial, emotional scars. I understand the residue of poverty. I understand the financial sunken place. But in order for us to get where we got to go, in order for us to truly build wealth, in order for us truly to have stock market babies, we have to heal. If we don't heal, we can't play the game. If we don't heal, we can't get in the mix. If we don't heal. Watch this. Dave, bring me to the slide about the wealthy, something about the wealthy and their money, like office money or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? Not that one. It should have another one about like where the wealthy putting their money at or something. Go again. It should be something about wealthy. Maybe I ain't do it. Because I wanted to show y'all that. Go back to that, Dave, the other one. Yep. So let's go through this. I want to show y'all this. So watch this. This is a moment. I'm going to teach y'all tonight. We're going to teach. Put that slide in their face so they can see it. So here's the life cycle of a stock, y'all. First day, news. The news is dictating. So that's any type of bad, any type of good, any type of headlines. This is only what? Sentiment. Now, I want you to know that it's all right because we all fall under that sometime. We all fall under that sentiment sometime. It happens, right? But now, the next part of the stock is, watch this. The next part of the stock's life cycle is quarterly reports. Why? Because now we're listening to analysts. Why? We listening to analysts. We figuring out what they rating the stock. We figuring out what they saying. We trying to do some research, right? We listening to analysts. From quarterlies, what's the next thing we go to? What's the next thing we go to? Valuations. Why? Because they are what? They're annually. And what happens? It tells us free cash flow. Free cash flow. It tells us PE ratio, which is price to earnings. And it gives us multiples. So these multiples give us now forward looking expectations. I'm writing like a teacher. Right? So watch this. Day one give us the news. The next is the quarterly, which gives us ratings. That 1 year is the next phase of life. It gives us free cash flow. So that tells us how the company has grown over this first year or this year that we in it. Right? Then next it gives us PE ratios, tells us what? Price to earning. How much price we're paying for $1 that the company has earned. And then lastly, it's going to give us multiples. What's the multiple on it in the year, which is now turns into intrinsic valuations. What is worth in the future? Am I making sense? Am I making sense? Let's go. We talking about the life cycle of a stock right here. This your returns is based on this. Got my guy in the building, man. I ain't gonna say no names. What's good, family? You feel me? 5 years. So now we after that 1 year, now we on a 5 year. Now what we looking at? Now we got a what? Write this down. Body of work. Now we got a body of work in this 5 years. Right? Now we got a body of work. So now we can look at what? Revenue, profit, growth. These are now we got a body of work. Because guess what? That 1 day was news. That 1 year was quarterly. That 1 quarter. That 1 year was annually. Now we got a body of work. 5 years, we got a body of work. So now we look at 5 years of what? Revenue. Is it growing? 5 years of what? Profit. 5 years of what? Growth. 5 years of what? Free cash flow. We got a body of work right here. We got a body of work right here. This, we could do some judgment off this. Let's go a little further. It's a master class. It's a master class. It's free. It's free. It's free. Then we got 10 years. Now we looking at this. This tells us about management. This is 10 years management. 10 years is management. What they did with the money. What they've been doing with the money in 10 years. So we're looking at ROIC and we're looking at this, y'all. Watch this. Margins. ROIC, margins, and moat development. The ROIC, return on invested capital, how much money can your company take and put out and bring back? So if I got a 17% return on invested capital, that means for every $1 I put in the game, I can get 17 back. Come on, man. We talking right now, man. All right, margins. What are my profit margins compared to my competitors? Right? And the third one is moat development. What now separates me from the competition? Now this what separates me from the competition. All right? That's the 10-year plan. So now let's go a little further. Let's go a little further. Last but not least, have we been here for 20 years? 20 years, we talking about the people in the business, the culture, and both of these equal what? The brand. The brand. The brand. 20 years, we understand the people, the culture, and that gives us the brand. So watch this. If we buy it here, where that slide at? Did I take it off? I took it off. Maybe I took it. There you go. Here's what I want us to understand. If we buy here, we ain't give it enough time to go through the life cycle. If we not just trading, if we doing the leap options or we day trading, different story. But if you buy and hold it, man, stop taking that $100 profit and putting it in your... Let the stock go through the life cycle. At least give it a 5-year life cycle. At least give it that. I won't hold it for, at least give it a year. Give it 1 year so you can see some evaluations on it. And, okay, I held it for a year. This how I moved from in a year. This ain't working for the year. All right, let me go somewhere else. Get a stock some time to grow. But because you ain't healed from the financial trauma, and I understand that we new to the game, we don't really understand longevity. We don't understand longevity. We don't understand what it take to build wealth. We still thinking like an individual entity instead of thinking like a corporation. We still thinking about me, myself, what I gotta do instead of saying, what am I putting in place? What is the blueprint for me and my family so we can be in position? Remember what you ain't gotta get it right in the beginning. I just need you to be in position. Watch this. If you get it here, you getting in the game right here. Being in position. You ain't see this. You ain't see this. But what you did was you was here, and then you got in position here and here. You let this happen later. This is the byproduct of being in position. This is the byproduct of being in position. You ain't never in position. Every time a recession or some type of financial apocalypse happen, you got to start over. So in 2040, when we going through this again, because it's going to happen, it's 2023 and 2035 when this happen again, instead of you saying, man, I got to start all over, guess what? I learned it in 2023. I've been in position. I've been in position. Stop having to get in position when you had the opportunity to be there before. All right, let's go a little further, man. Get that away from me. Turn it up, Tudor. All right. I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it. Dave, good job, baby. Let's go back. Let's go back. All right. So my dog Zay is in the chat. I got to let Zay know. So a couple weeks back, I've flushed Walmart. I flushed Walmart, man. Zay, boy, did Walmart eat me alive. So Walmart is killing it in the e-commerce game. Walmart is up 27%. They added 18% to their e-commerce platform. They out there, Home Depot, Target, Costco, Best Buy, and Kohl. Walmart dominated the I gotta give my dog Zay, because when I said flush Walmart, Zay said, how you gonna flush Walmart in a recession, Trap? I was like, I don't like it. Zay, Walmart went crazy, so we gotta, Walmart killed it with the e-commerce sales, man. So I always gotta highlight and, you know what I'm saying, give credit where it's due, man. Let's go a little further. All right, man, so right now, Elon Musk is back at the #1 spot, man. Bernard Arnault is now #2. I think Elon about to go crazy. I ain't even just gonna lie. So Elon is now back at the #1 spot, worth $199 billion. Bernard Arnault, the owner of Louis Vuitton, Moet, Hennessy, also the owner of Tiffany & Company, also the owner of Dior, Christian Dior, also the owner of Fendi, also the owner of Clico. He is now He's number 2. Jeff Bezos, number 3 at 148 billion. Bill Gates at 128 billion. Larry Ellison, that's the guy that owns Oracle, at number 5 at 119. Steve Ballmer, Warren Buffett at number 7. Larry Page, the original owner of Google, at 113. Sergey Brin at 107, and Mark Zuckerberg at 99 billion. I want to say something right quick, man. Yo, you got to give it up to Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, bruh. Them dudes been on the richest list since the 80s, bruh. You got, hey, all these other people knew. Bro, them dudes been on that since that. I remember being young, like Bill Gates, the richest man in the world. Or Warren Buffett, the richest man in the world. Like, you got to give it up to them, bruh. Like, they been up there. And that ain't easy. Somebody say, all Caucasian men, shit, we got to get us some money then. That's all. Get us some money. They've been playing the wealth game longer than us. Get us some money. We got to go build these companies. We got to go build, we got to get rid of, watch this, we got to get out of our financial trauma. We got to get out of our financial trauma. Here's the crazy part, and I always say this. I'm going to be real with y'all. Money, the game of money is the only sport that don't care about color. Building wealth, that game of money, it don't care about color. Because Warren Buffett, watch this. Warren Buffett ain't up there because he invented some great technology. He not up there for that. He ain't up there for that. He ain't up there for that. Bernard Arnault didn't create some, everybody else got technology up there. But they ain't create technology. The dude created leather goods. He created Christian Dior. He bought it. Like, hey, I'm going to buy it. He was on it. Hey. And he just went to acquiring businesses. You feel me? Only color that matter in the wealth game is green. Now, here's the thing. Do you got to get in certain rooms? Yes, you do. Do you got to build relationships? Yes, you do. But watch this. Bro, if we learn how to do business, it's a game changer. If we just learn how to do business. We got to learn how to do business. We got to learn how to do business. We got to learn how to do business. Do we got to learn how to build relationships? Yep. And we got to go in a room and understand that they don't got our best interests at heart. Like you, man, I ain't doing business with them white folks, man. You tripping. Go do business with them. But just understand you got to be on your crap when you go in the room. Understand you got to go in the room talking like a big dog. Understand you got to go in the room dropping, letting them hang. Don't go in the room with your tail tucked. Don't go in the room with your ears down. Go in the room like I own this mother lover. Go in the room like that. Go build a relationship. Don't go in the room trying to be Warren Buffett. Go in the room being who you is and make them respect you in the room. Warren Buffett just bought a whole bunch of businesses, y'all. Just keeping it real. He just buy businesses for a living. That's what he do. He just buy businesses. You feel what I'm saying? Go get your lawyers right. Go get your accountants right. We gotta get the list ain't saying we can't get on it. And here's another thing. We got to stop thinking we going to get on a list overnight. You make your first investment. It ain't $1 million. It ain't $1 million. I don't want it. You got people, man, been on the list for 20 years, 30 years. I'm 40. The man been on the list for 40 years. Warren Buffett. 40 years. Let's go a little further, Dave. I just want to say that, man. All right, This is important for y'all, yo. Check this out. Congress just passed a bill, and these are the 7 rules that will affect your 401k. I want y'all to pay attention to this. This is important. For all my people that work the jobs, I need y'all to take a minute and like and share this. I need y'all to take a minute to like and share this. Because this one is important. This one important. I need y'all to share this. 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 This is important. This is important. Everybody who work a 401k, everybody you know who got a 401k, I need you to share this right quick. This is important. This real talk. You need to know this. Give y'all 2 seconds. 2 seconds. We should hit the 3,000 mark once y'all share this. I'm going to be real with you. All right. Y'all ain't shared. Y'all ready to write. I said share, then take notes. I said share. I need you to share it and then take notes. Family, this is important. All right. Check this out. So Congress passed the law, and here's the 7 rules that are now in place for your 401k. Watch this. First, improve part-time worker benefits. Current rules state that part-time workers must be allowed to access to 401k plans if they have at least 3 years of service and work at least 500 hours per year. Starting in 2025, the required time is that. All right, let's go a little further. Next, enhancing the Savers Credit Rule. Underutilized federal match exists for lower income earners. Starting in 2027, eligible fillers, married couples making $71K or less, will get a federal match of their contribution worth up to 50% of their savings. You can't exceed $1K. The hell? All right, stop right there. Number 5, raising catch-up contribution limits for older workers starting in 2025. Those aged of 69 and older will be allowed to contribute an additional $10K per year on top of the $22.5 per K annual limit in the 401k. Those who are 50 or older can contribute $7,500 extra per year. All right, let's go. Y'all hear me? I need y'all to see it. I need y'all to see it. I need y'all to see it. All right. Let's go a little further. Let's go a little further. All right. Number 4, help employees build access to emergency savings. Employers now can make a penalty-free withdrawals of up to $1K per year for emergency expenses. You still owe the income tax on the borrowed money, but the tax could be refunded if the money taken out is replaced within 3 years. All right, I need y'all to understand what's going on right here, y'all. I know a lot of my people work jobs. A lot of my people got 401ks. Like, I'm not the one to pound the entrepreneurship in everybody's face. You need to be an investor, so I put these out for you. You need to take advantage. You need to understand this. All right, next. Increase age for required minimum distributions. All right. RMDs, required minimum distributions. Watch this. Increase for age is the former rule made it so you had to start withdrawing a required minimum amount for your 401k every year starting at age 70. The new age is now 73. Will change again to 75 in 10 years. I need to read that again for y'all so y'all can really grasp the concept of what's happening in front of y'all face. All right? Increase the age for a required minimum distribution. The The former rule made it so that you had to start withdrawing and required minimum amount from your 401k. You had to start at the age 70 and a half. So you had to be 70 in 6 months, right? The age is now 73. And in another 10 years, it will increase to 75. I just need to take a minute for everybody to take a deep breath. You gotta wait till 75, fam. The new age is 73. See, told, the people can't get their money till they're 73, man. Well, and in 10 years, it's going to 75. So here's my question. In actuality, what the hell you put money in a 401k for anyway, nah? I just need to understand that part now. What the hell is you putting the money in the 401k for anyway? First of all, you done work for 40 years, you retire at 65, and you still gotta wait another 10 years to get it? First of all, I want to say this, man. If you, okay, so let's even talk about, let's even ask ourselves how this makes sense. So first of all, the food they're giving us is poison. The air they're giving us is poison. The water they're giving us is poison. Everything you drink is poison. How you gonna get to 75? Let's just start right there. How you gonna get to 75? I just want us to just take a second to see how real this is. You know, I wanted to take a second and well, I looked at the bill. So if somebody's saying it ain't true, I wouldn't look at the bill. So if the bill on Congress table ain't true, then you go tell Congress it ain't true. That's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put none up here that's false. Go just tell Congress it ain't true. And let's see how that goes. France already had a fight behind it. Same bill. So I just want us to understand. Let's go a little further, man. All right, number 2, allow employer contributions for student loan payments, right? Having student loan debt makes investing for retirement even harder, but if employers are not allowed to make matching contributions and employer retirements based on qualified student loan payments. So basically it's saying they're gonna allow you to make some payments towards your student loan debt. All right, let's go a little further. Requiring auto enrollment in 401k plans. Most employers will be allowed, most employers will now be required to automatically enroll in eligible employees enrolled into the 401k retirement plan. It will be up to the employers to opt out if they don't want to utilize the 401k option. Let's read it again. Requiring auto enrollment in 401k plans. Most employers will now be required to automatically enroll all eligible employees into their 401k retirement plan. Wait, what? It'll then be up to the employee to opt out of it. Jose, we hit the 3K, man. Shout out to 3K, man. Bruh. Tootie, turn my shit up. Stop touching it. There you go. Dang. So now here's what you gotta do, y'all. You're gonna have to make sure they're not automatically enrolling you in it so you can opt out of it if that ain't what you want. Here's the rules that are in play right now. All my people that's working the jobs, all my people that's 401ks, I want y'all to go over this again. I want y'all to pay attention to it. Once I saw it, I looked at it. I was like, man, I gotta tell my trappers this. Cause I always try to go look at any type of rules that's in play with Congress, any bills that's on the table. And once I saw this, I was like, man, I gotta put the trappers on it, man. I gotta let them know this was going on. Let's go a little further, man. All right, where's the money in high net worth? This is the one I was talking about, Dave. Right here, this is the one I was talking about, right? So they've moved more money in cash than ever since 2006. The average high net worth individual, so watch this. High net worth individual is anybody worth 30 million or more. That's high net worth. Ultra high net worth is anybody worth 100 million or more, right? So there's two. There's high net worth and ultra high net worth. The average high net worth investor typically has 60 to 90% of their portfolio invested in stocks from the latest data of March 2023. They're hiding out in fixed assets that's getting 5 to 6%. Think about that. So if you got 30 million or $100 million in your net worth, guess where you going at? That's where they're going at right now. They're going to the fixed assets right now that's giving them 5, 6%. Let's go a little further. Watch this. So 2006 was the lowest they ever been in cash. Now, ultra high net worth individuals, they are almost touching 40% in cash. See, remember we were talking the other day and I told you something? I said Jeff Bezos and them got all their money, bro, but 60% of their money is in stocks, is in their business. Only about 20, 30% of their money is in cash. That's how I go. Here's why we can't play the wealth game. We want all our wealth in cash. If we can't see it in a bank account, we don't think it's real. If I can't see it, it ain't real, Trap. That's where we mess up at. Jay-Z do not got $1 billion in cash in the bank. I can promise you that. He probably got about 70% of it is probably asset. 30% of it is probably cash. Or alternative, meaning art, something like that. We the only one want all our money in cash. I got to see it. You in the financial sunken place. You got to heal from the emotional trauma of poverty. You got to heal from the emotional trauma of not understanding money. You got to heal from that. The only way you can play this game is if you're okay with saying, yo, even me, Trap. I look at my net worth, I'm like, you know what, man, I feel so good. You know why? 70% of my wealth is in the market, fam. I'm gonna keep it real with you. It's in the market or in that property I got or in the business. It ain't in cash. I know that's the worst place for my money. I know that's the worst place for my money. The only reason you got most of your money in the bank is because you like looking at it. Looking at it make you feel a certain kind of way. I remember I heard this interview from Future. Future said, first $5 million I made, I looked at my bank account every day. The people said, why? He said, because I wanted to make sure it was there. At some point, you got to get confident with, yo, you know what? I'm confident in my investment decisions. I can do this. I can put my money, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't even be caring about my money in the stock market. The only reason I look at it now is because of the triple beam team and master the triple beam, because I got to make sure we executing plays for them. Man, I don't even be in the recession portfolio. My other portfolio, I don't even look at them things, man. I just dump the money in there, pump. When the market down, I go buy it, pump. My daughter portfolio, I don't look at it. For what? For what? I'm not taking nothing out. We turn it up. You feel me? And you looking at the money in your bank account, here's the harsh truth. It's just numbers on the screen. That money ain't even much there. Because when you go to the bank and you sign that checkings account, at that moment when you, watch this, when you put your signature on something, 90% of the times, you're approving something. You're giving somebody the right to something. That's why they don't say print your name. They say sign and print. Once you print, you're giving approval. That's what you gave approval to. You gave approval for them to use 90% of however much money in your bank account. You gave them approval for that. You gave them approval. You gave them approval. If I got $10,000 in here, you gave them approval to take 90% of it. If you got $1,000 in there, you gave them approval to say you can take 90% of it. Guess the crazy part about it? Once you exceed this, here's the loop, here's the catch-22, here's the banana in the tailpipe. Once you exceed $250,000, so let's say you got $1 million in the bank, you give them approval to take 90% of it. Here's the banana in the tailpipe. If something happened to the $1 million, they only got to give you 250 back. Here's the catch-22. Here's the catch-22. If you got $1 million, if you got 500,000, once you exceed the 250, I'm not gonna lie. If I was in the streets, I wish I'd have thought of something like that, bro. Bro, I would have thought of something like that. I would have been going crazy. Listen, you put 500,000 here, but once you sign this, I can use 90%, but once you exceed 250, whatever, if the bank go bankrupt, all I gotta give you back is 250. With no explanation. All I gotta do is show you the contract you signed. You can't sue me or nothing. I won't hit the smoke button so bad, but I think that'd be inappropriate. All right, let's go a little further, man. All right, here it is right here, man. 23% in stocks is the lowest it ever been. Fixed income and equity rates, man. Let's go a little further, man. The cheat code for the ultra wealthy is using family offices. That's the cheat code. So watch this. Somebody in the chat said you'll be a casualty in the hood. The crazy part is you'll be a casualty in the hood, but you ain't gonna run on white folks. Because here's what I've learned. The white folks learn how to beat us with a pen. And believe it or not, we scared of the pen, but we ain't scared of the gun. That's crazy. That's crazy. Somebody said, Chap, you'll be a casualty in the hood if you did that. First of all, I'm from the trenches. I ain't tripping, but here's what I want you to understand. You will run up on me, but you ain't gonna run up on the white folks because they whoop you with a pen. I try to whoop you with a pen, you won't. That shows you our mindset. Right? White folks whoop us with a pen, we okay with it. Damn. I remember I posted something from 50 one time when 50 said that. 50 said, man, the business world way dangerous than the streets. In the streets, I know who's trying to come at me. I know they're going to come with guns. In the business world, it's the ones laughing at you want to whoop you with a pen. They whooping you in front of your face. It is what it is, man. All right, so watch this, y'all. This was crazy. So I found this out, bro, and this took me by surprise. The church has a big collection plate. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints has $100 billion portfolio, y'all. Now, I'm not mad. Let me first say that. First of all, I'm not mad at all, that the church has $100 billion in assets. We all know the church been getting money. We know the church. We know the church been getting money. You feel me? So I ain't mad at it. But this church here got $100 billion in a portfolio. But here's what really caught me off guard. They got $47 billion in stocks. $47 billion in stocks. Let's check out their portfolio. Now, this ain't all of it, just with their top picks, though. They had they had $669 million in Meta. They had $682 million in Johnson & Johnson. They had $710 million in MasterCard. They had $720 million in NVIDIA. They have $808 million in ExxonMobil. They have $1.4 billion in Google A and Google C, which is Alphabet, $1.4 billion. They got $968 million in Amazon, $2.6 billion in Apple, and $2.2 billion in Microsoft. The church is getting money. In the streets, they always say, I'm about to be shooting dice, and like somebody will touch the money, be like, dog, you messing up the church money right now. You hear me? Don't mess up you messing up the church money. Yeah? You messing up the church money right now. Yo, that church getting money. I ain't mad at them. Them pulpits look good. Them pulpits look good. Bro, but we all know the church been had money. The Catholic churches too, we know they got money, dog. It's just the AME churches ain't got no money. We don't want it. We ain't got no AC. Them Catholic churches got money. Them things ain't never hot. They got the high ceiling. They got the pretty glass. I forgot what the glass called. That glass costs money. With the Jesus, Joseph, Mary. Them glasses cost money. They got the chandeliers. They got the Pope, the whatever you call him. What you call him? No, the pastor. They don't call him the preacher. The priest. They call him the priest. The brother. They call him something. I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to be crazy right here. He come out, he be dressed. He be dressed. He got the thing on with the gold. He got the, don't talk about he wanted the one with the staff. What? He drinking out the gold, what is it called? Chalice. Chalice. Come on, man. Come on, man. Man, we know. We ain't never knew it. We ain't never not knew it. They got the loud bell, boom, boom, ringing all around. It's the AME churches ain't got no money. It's hot in there. I'm in here on all faith. I'm hot. The building fund. Come on, man. They need to go figure out show me the blueprint. They need the blueprint. I need the blueprint on a building fund. Lord, Lord, you know you my guy. Let's move on. I don't want to stay on here too long. All right, man, let's go to our favorite segment other day. Flip it or flush it, man. Catholic, man, the AME church got the low ceilings, man. The air conditioning running hot. And the Catholic church fast. 30 minutes. Get on your knees, come up out of here. One collection. Yo, they do one collection. Yo. They got a blueprint. All right, let me go. Next segment is flip it or flush it, man. Let's go, man. It just came to me. I didn't want to say it, but it came out of nowhere. All right, so let's go, man. Flip it or flush it. This one of our favorite parts of the show, man. We love it. The people love it. Let's go, man. So somebody say, leave it alone, Trap. Let it go. I'm letting it go. I'm going. All right, so our first company is Dave & Buster's, man. Dave & Buster's, man, focusing on adult entertainment. You know, you could go in there, you watch the TV, you go in there, you play the games, you watch the sports. All right, food. Stock really hasn't done well over a long period of time. I'm not too much a fan of it, but what do y'all think, man? Flip it or flush it? Let's go, man. Let's go, man. How we feel? How we feel about Dave & Buster's? We definitely gonna flush Dave & Buster's, man. We definitely gonna flush Dave & Buster's, man. All right, Campbell's soup, right? It is the hardiest of the hardies. High in sodium. High in sodium. Campbell's haven't really been doing well, haven't really performed well. It did perform well back early in the pandemic, but then it hasn't been doing too good. The consumer is back strong, but I am going to flip it or flush it. Flip it or flush it. Now, we're going to flush Campbell's soup, y'all. You're going to flush Campbell, y'all. You're going to flush Campbell's soup, man. That toilet be running. All right, let's go, man. Next, GameStop reports earnings tomorrow, man. Now, here's the crazy part about GameStop. This is such a crazy stock, right? Everything about this stock is horrible, but for some reason, it has amazing spurts. Like, it'll go on a spurt for like 2 months and then just flop. And then when you go stand in front of GameStop, they got 2 people in it, and both of them are 8 and 12. GameStop, flip it or flush it? What they saying, Jose? We flushing GameStop for sure. Somebody said, not the cream of mushroom. Listen, when I used to eat chicken, I was a cream of mushroom and chicken. Boy, look. Come on, man. I got some Campbell's soup cans in the house. I ain't going hungry. I'm not going hungry. All right, next. Now, this one here is a one. This one here right here. This one to make y'all think. Signet Jewelers. It is one of the largest diamond dealers in America. One of the largest diamond dealers in America. They sell diamonds to the stores that you go to that have the diamonds. Signet Jewelers. Flip it or flush it? How we feel? We flushing it. We flushing it. Them ain't them real diamonds that they selling to them people. Them people is not, them dudes is not passing the diamond test. Them diamonds get made in the lab. Them diamonds not get made in the lab. All right, watch this, y'all. DocuSign. As a company that's been emerging, they've been up and down over the last couple years. But every document you sign nowadays, you got to sign I just signed a DocuSign the other day, man. So let me ask y'all a question. Flush it or flip it on DocuSign? We flushing DocuSign, man. Flushing DocuSign. We flushing DocuSign, man. Tori, you in the hospital. Recover. Recover, Tori. Recover. Let's give Tori some more flowers. All right. Hey, I want to say this too. I told y'all freaking flush advanced auto part. The goddamn thing tanked 27%. 27% the thing flipped. It tanked 27%. Chill. We said flip Lululemon. Next day, it pop. All right. Berkshire Hathaway. Berkshire Hathaway. We gonna go get some money. We gonna go get some money. We gonna go get some money. We gonna go get some money with Uncle Warren. We gonna go get some money with Uncle Warren. All right, Lennar. Lennar is one of the leading brands. Lennar is one of the leading brands in real estate. One of the leading brands in the real estate industry. Flush it or flip it. Ooh. Lennar, how we feel? Lennar, how we feel? Man, we've been talking about real estate all for 6 weeks. Y'all see me bought TPL. Come on, we Toll Brothers. We just talked about Toll Brothers a couple weeks ago. Real estate in high demand. All right, Tesla. Tesla just partnered with, let me say this the other way around. Ford just partnered with Tesla. Tesla told us they're going to put 24,000 charging stations out. They're letting Ford have access to 12,000 of them. Elon left Twitter. He said he's full-time with going on right here. The stock is rewarding him for that. Tesla, flush it or flip it. Ooh. I like it. All right? This one's going to catch y'all off guard. General Electric. The company just split into 3 parts. General Electric Health is doing really good right now. General Electric has paying down debt. The company was once the cornerstone of American business. It was the biggest company in America at one point. Started by Thomas Edison, taken over by J.P. Morgan Chase, and then flush it or flip it for General Electric. General Electric been on a run, yo. They been going crazy. I was actually thinking about doing an option plan of not too long ago, but they ain't had enough volume in it. They was at 99. It's at 107 right now, something like that. So they was going crazy. Realty Income. Ooh, this is going to catch y'all off guard. Realty Income, better known as the dividend company. They are one of the first companies to pay a dividend monthly. Every month they pay you dividends. Realty Income. Flush it or flip it. I don't like it. The company does not move its stock price at all. The only reason you buying this company is for that dividend, and you can go find a better dividend candidate somewhere else. That's the problem with y'all right now. Somebody tell y'all somebody paying some money, y'all go where the money at, you don't care how the thing performing. Go look at the year-to-date performance on Realty Income. Go look at the 5-year performance on Realty Income. Go look at the 10-year performance on Realty Income. The company has performed horrible, but you don't buy a REIT because of the performance, you buy a REIT because of the dividend. But if you look at the balance sheet, the income statement, the cash flow statement, revenues is decreasing, so that means they over-leveraging to pay you that little bitty ass dividend. Flush them goddamn company again. This is a good one. I gotta go see a plumber, man. Our toilet broke, man. What you call that when the water running? Something you gotta go to behind the toilet and or you gotta take the stop. I hate when I gotta do that. You gotta roll your sleeve up. I act like y'all ain't never did it. You gotta roll your sleeve up, get your hand in there, hold it, put it down. You gotta. All right, man, let's go. J.M. Smuckers, the company that owns Folgers, Pet Milk, and Peanut Butter and Jelly. The peanut butter company is good. The snack company is good. That's got a big old company in New Orleans. The pet milk food is up. The Folgers company is up. And the peanut butter and snacks is up. Folgers is under J.M. Smucker. Flush it or flip it. Flush it or flip it. What they saying, Jose? I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna flush it. But I'm gonna flip it too. I think Folgers, damn, money machine, print the money then. So it's not a bad company. They actually trading that line. It's a slow mover. They got potential. I ain't mad at J.M. Smucker. Let's go, man. Let's move on forward. That's our segment of flip it or flush it, man. Or flush it or flip it, whatever the hell it is. Let's go, man. Let's go a little further. All right, man. This is our segment of breaking down a brick. This is when we take a company, break it down to you. If you're in the Patreon tomorrow, I will give you the stock price on this company. Listen, I'm going to keep it real, man. Jose, the Patreon been getting money. The Patreon been getting money. I ain't gonna even lie. The Patreon been getting money. They've been jumping on the place. And I like the fact that the Patreon people, I got you, abided by what I asked them. I asked them not to ask me when is the next option play. And they didn't ask me. They got to let me organically do it. And when you organically let me do it, you get some money. So they've been getting money, man. Let's go with it. We got a commercial for y'all, man. Let's go with this commercial.
What's good, trappers, man? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Right now, I want to invite you to an amazing experience full of value. That is my community, Trappers Anonymous. It's 100% the greatest fundamental investing community on the market. Listen, your portfolio should be a masterpiece. And the only way we get you there is if we help you to learn how to invest with confidence. Now listen, I get it. Like, you don't know a lot about stocks, or maybe you've heard people say how much money they lost in stocks, but I can guarantee you, one, because they weren't in the community, and two, they lack the information. Our goal in Trappers Anonymous is to help you, really to hold your hand on the journey to becoming a confident investor, learning how to navigate through the different events that the stock market goes through to take you from panic to encouragement. There's no better time than now. This is an opportunity only for those who are willing to be on the journey. So listen, man, click the link below. Come join me in Trappers Anonymous, man. I will see you in one of our many classes, whether it's Moat Monday, whether it's the 2-hour class we do on Sunday, or whether it's just a book club. Everything is geared toward making you a better investor so you can triple your net worth and turn your last name to an asset. It's your boy, Wall Street Trapper. See you in the trap.
All right, man. So we about to bring y'all this segment of, let me know in the trap how y'all love breaking down a brick, man. I mean, how y'all love flush it or flip it, man. I think y'all already like that, man. I think y'all like Flush It Up Flipping, man. I think that's a good one. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a good one for us, man. All right, man. So now we're going to get into breaking down a brick. Let's go, man. This week we're going to talk about is none other than we're going to break down Tesla for you. So if you're in a group tomorrow, you'll get the stock price for Tesla. Let's go. All right, man. So Tesla is an automotive and energy company. It designs, develops, manufactures, sells, and leases electric vehicles and energy generation and storage system. Tesla also installs and maintains energy systems and sells solar electric and offers end-to-end clean energy products, including generation, storage, and consumption. Let's go, man. All right, first we're looking at Tesla. We're looking at energy and generation brings in 5%. Y'all want to know what the 95% of it comes in at. The cost of revenue includes and related to automobile. Cost of revenue is $60 billion. Their gross profit off that cost of revenue means what did it cost them to bring that revenue in? What did it cost them to bring that revenue in? Gross profit was $20 billion. 50% of their sales are in the United States. 22% of their sales are in China. 28% of their sales are everywhere else. Research and development, they spend about $3.1 billion a year. Sales, general, and administrative is about $3.9 million. Let's go a little further, Dave. All right, here's what I like to look at. The United States brought in $40.55 billion. China brought in $18 billion in sales. How does Tesla make money in 2022? Tesla generated $81.46 billion in revenues. Tesla's business model primarily relies on automotive sales. The automotive sales are $71.46 billion, almost 88% of total revenue. Other services followed by energy generation, storage, and the other sales bring in $3 billion. Let's go a little further. So when we look at how they make money, again, $17 billion in cars, that's 56% year to date. Auto, which means the other parts of cars, brings in 55%. Revenue is 21.5, which is up $56 billion. Their gross profit is $5.4 billion on this segment, which was up 25%. Operating profit, up 17%. Net profit means after they paid everything off, what's left in net? What's left in net? I mean, after we spent that, so they had $3.3 billion. What we do like is 16% the next net margins. I like that. Remember we talked about margins. We talked about that. And I want y'all to go back to when I talked about earlier when we talked about the life cycle of a stock. Think about Tesla. Think about the cycle it had to go through. It had to go through the cycle of what? First what? News, then earnings, then annual earnings, then 5 years, multiples, right? Then after that 5 years, we're talking about 10 years, we're talking about what? Profit, revenue, margins. You get into that 20 year, that's what it is. Now you get into that 20 year, you start talking about culture, people, brand, right? Does it make sense? Right? After that 5 year, you start talking about, you know what I'm saying? You got to get a stock time. Think about somebody like Kathy Woods who made a big bet on Tesla in 2014. In 2014, she made a big bet on Tesla. It didn't pay off to her to 2019 the way she wanted it to. She dominated. She shut Wall Street down when the way ARKK was floating all over. She killed it. Everybody wanted to be in ARK ETF. I want to be in ARK. Why? She made a heavy bet. Heavy bet on Tesla. She cast her chips in, and it paid off for her. Guess what? Guess what we also found out? She's been investing in NVIDIA since 2014. She's been investing in NVIDIA since 2014. 2014. The problem with us is we want the investment to, watch this, we want the investment to pay off tomorrow so we can snapshot it on Instagram. That's why we want the investment to pay off. We want the investment to pay off tomorrow so we can snapshot it and put it on Instagram. instead of saying, yo, I'm going through the life cycle of the stock. I'm going through the life cycle. I'm zooming out. I'm going through the cycle of being in this stock. All right, so services, cost of revenue. Let's go a little further. All right, so operating revenues in business, we see that automotive and generation. Here's what I like to look at right here. Tesla has outperformed its competitors like crazy. Tesla, Ford, STLA, GMC, it has dominated them. Remember, in Q1, Tesla wasn't just the best-selling EV, it was the best-selling car, the Model 3. What brand did it overtake? Toyota. Toyota had been the #1 selling car, and then Ford, the F-150, Tesla overtook that. Do you think they're about to slow down? You think it's about to slow down? Nope. Because once you get that momentum, once you understand, because here's what the other company's trying to do now. They trying to come out with their EVs. Guess what they're realizing? It ain't easy as it look. Guess what Ford had to realize? Wait, after they shut down, we reported that Ford shut down production of one of their EVs. Now what they doing? I posted it on the gram. Ford now cut a deal with Tesla to let them use 12,000 of their charging stations. But guess what? In 2025, Ford is now making their cars compatible to the Tesla system, so they'll have the charging station thing already attached to their car. They understand what the future is. I'm not saying all cars about to be electric. People gonna still love their gas cars. It is what it is. It's gonna be a part. Electric cars only now make up about 7% of cars in production. But guess what? It's the future. The younger generation want Teslas. My daughter, she's 7. Guess what her favorite car is? Tesla. I be like, how the hell? Dad, that's a Tesla. Dad, you want to play I Spy? No. Why you don't want to play? Because all you're going to do is look for the Teslas. I'm tired of trying to look for them on the road. You feel me? That's what they doing, y'all. So they going to dominate. Here's what I like to look at, too, right here. Historical earning operations. Here's what we like to look at. We can see the automotive operation that's just growing and growing and growing. I also have a stat for y'all that I wrote down. I can go find this one for sure. I can't find the other one, but I can find this one. Can we get the whiteboard from me right quick? Just so I can show them this. It ain't nothing big. I just want to make sure they can see the numbers. I want to just make sure they can see the numbers. But when we're looking at a company, here's what we're seeing, look, historical operating revenue by region. United States has always been their bigger player. United States other than China. United States other than China. So the United States has been their most pivotal place where they want to grow at with their business. Here's one thing I want to show you with a company. When you see this in a company, you know a company doing their thing. See, y'all got to get one of these in the office, you heard me? When y'all breaking business down, you feel me? You got to tell OG getting one of these in the office, you heard me? Get on a board, you heard me? So watch this, y'all. Free. You can see that? Cash flow. Watch this. I'm gonna put it in black so y'all can see it. Minus 3 million is wrote in thousands, in millions. So that's 3 million when you look at the free cash flow statement. And then plus 2.7 billion plus 3.515 billion, and then plus 7.5. So here's what you're gonna see with a company. here's what you're gonna see. This is a good company. So these are the last, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I skipped one, my bad. Plus 1 billion. All right. All right, so here's the last 5 years of free cash flow. Here's the last 5 years of free cash flow. It went from negative 3 million to plus 1 billion, plus 2.7 billion, plus 3.5 billion, plus 7.5 billion. So what we saw here is we saw a company go from not profitable to profitable. And then when it became profitable, it expanded. If you go look at a company's free cash flow and it looks like this is good. Now, if you can get all 5 years growing and profitable, that's good. But they went from negative profitability, negative free cash flow, to positive free cash flow by $1 billion. To the next year, they increased it by $2.7 billion. To the next year, they went $3.5 billion. And the next year, they went $7.5 billion. You want a company that is consistently increasing the free cash flow. Now, what I don't like is when you see a company and it's positive, and they're all positive, good, but you see them chopping in them. So when it's chopping in there, so let's say this would have been 2.5. Let's say it's 2.7, this would have been 2.1. It's still good, but now we got to go see what they did with that extra $500 million. You feel me? So we see a management that's handling business. We see a management and a CEO that knows how to do a few things, that knows how to go from negative to profitable and stay in profitability. Keep delivering and grow. How they growing? They opened a spot in China. They opened a spot in Texas. And they thinking about opening another spot somewhere else. So they're growing what? They growing production. So if they're profitable and they open up new spots, what that's also telling us, they want to produce more product. This is a trap house. This is a trap house. They just opening new trap houses. That's what they're telling us. So we like seeing that. We like seeing that. I want to bring that to y'all attention. That was the last minute I wanted to bring that to y'all attention as I saw it. All right, let's go a little further. All right, I wanted to show y'all something right quick, man. The best performing AI stocks halfway through the year. NVIDIA is up 167% year to date. Marvell took off after I told y'all about it. Synopsys is up 38% on the year. Google A is up 43% on the year. TSM is up 34% on the year. AMD is up 90% on the year. CDNS, listen, don't sleep on them. I put this in the Patreon group 3 times. Somebody was like 2 times. Somebody like, Trap, you put it in there before. I said, because I don't think y'all got it. It done ran up about another 12% since I put it in the group. Broadcom is up 40% on the year, and Microsoft is up 38% on the year. So I just wanted to put that out there because we're at the halfway point. I wanted to put that out there for y'all. All right, let's go a little further. All right, let's go, man. 1-800-TRAPPER hotline. Let's go, man.
Hey, Trap. My name is Israel. I'm from New York. So my question is, right now, I'm not working right now. I'm investing my unemployment. I'm doing the Apple Stock a week and everything. I wanted to know if there's anything else I could be doing to invest my money wisely. I see the plays you put out and stuff. The thing is, they out of my league, so I'll see if there's something more smaller for me. Thank you. Peace.
What's good, King? What's good, King? I think you're actually doing the right thing right now. I think it's good for you to acknowledge, I'm not in the right space to make some of those plays that you're putting in the group right now, Trap. I'm not in the right place to make some of those plays right now, but I'm definitely in a group. I think I might have a play coming up that you may be able to tap into. You're doing the right thing with investing your money right now. I would just say save up, I would say put yourself in a position where you can at least jump on one of the plays so it can generate some money for you. Even if you got to get one contract, I want you to do that. Right? Even if you could do one contract and maybe shorten the time up a little bit. Right? But now if you shorten the time up, your exposure going to be a little more at risk, but the play is still good. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think you're doing the right thing, and everybody asking, how can I get on a 1-800-TRAPPER hotline? You got to be in Masters of the Triple Beam, or you got to be in a Triple Beam team. That's a part of being in the Patreon on that level. So I think you're doing a great job, King, for sure. Let's go.
What's good, Trap? My name is Jelani, and my question is related to the options course that I have, which is great, by the way. And I was wondering, once a stock surpasses that third resistance level where it just has room to run and run, right? How do you know when a stock is losing steam? Barring huge fundamental news or a negative earnings report or something like that, how do you know when a stock is losing steam and it's time to pull your money out? If you want to let it run, as you so often suggest, just let that thing run based on like technicals, I guess is what I'm saying. And specifically, I'm talking about Meta. I don't know if you want to answer specific to Meta, but what are your thoughts on that? I know it has a gap to fill, so I'm just curious, should I wait for that gap or what? And also how this relates to other plays besides Meta. Thank you so much.
Man, I appreciate you. One, I appreciate you for just understanding the assignment and coming on with your Wall Street looks like us now t-shirt on. Let's salute that, goddammit. Let's salute that, goddammit. So one of the things, that's a great question, Trap. Like, how do I know when the stock is losing steam based on what's going on? I'll give you a prime example. I don't think Meta is losing steam. I think they're gaining steam. Based on that option play we put in. Prime example was NVIDIA, right? NVIDIA went up freaking almost 200%. You feel what I'm saying? At that point, you kind of ask yourself, at some point, the sellers have to step in, right? So even when I said, yo, let's take some profit, I think I was a couple days early because I felt it. I was like, yo, this thing been running. Like, nothing runs forever. So you kind of, one of the things I do when I'm looking at a company hit steam, just to put it out there, I'm gonna look at the RSI indicator, right? And if I see that indicator up 80, it's in them 80s somewhere, I'm gonna take profit a little bit. Now, here's the caveat to that is this. If I'm in the option play and we're in the lead plays and we over that 100 bracket, once we over that 100%, we always want to take profit at that point. Anytime we up over 100% and we have more than one contract, I want you to take profit off that. Because what happens is I want you to sell half of that position. If you have if you got two contracts, you know what I'm saying? That sweet spot is about 4 or 5, right? Once you get the 10, because I be doing 20 and 30 of them. But once you get to like 3 and 4, you can sell half the position and let the other half run. The goal is always to play with the house money. That's always the goal. So if you up, you know, and I look at it like this, you know, y'all know how I talk about it. I look at it like always having re-up money. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like that. You know, once I make my re-up money, I automatically put that money to the side because I always got to go re-up again. So now I know all I got right here is profit. So I'm going to look at that a little different. I can take a little short here and there. I can take the $8. I can take the $19.5 right now. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. So to answer your question, look at the RSI. We're not trying to time it, right? We're not trying to time it. But if we can get up, if we can get to that 100% mark, that's always the goal with the leap options. At least over 70%, if we can get to that 100% mark, we can take, let me take half of that out. Once I take half of it out, I'm going to let it run. So I hope that answers your question, King. Looking at that RSI on it, that's a good inclination of it right there, family. Yep. Let's go.
What's good, Trap? My name is Daniel. So my question is what things did you look for when you bought your 40 acres of land? How did you choose the area? And what were some of the other things that were specific criteria you were looking for to select that piece of land? Appreciate you.
Hey, man. That man Trappin right there, man. All right, so that's a great question. So when I bought the 40 acres, man, I looked for a few things. So I didn't want raw land. I didn't want raw land. I wanted land that was already cultivated. So all I had to do was go in and do minor stuff. So just, well, not really minor stuff, but just cut grass, put a barn up, take a barn down. That was one of the things I looked for. So I didn't want raw land because the raw land was going to cost me a little more. I would have had to tear trees down. I would have had to fence it. I would have had to do the survey scan on it. I would have had to do that. So I didn't have to do that till mine was already set up for me. So one, I knew that was what I needed. The easier way to buy the land. So that was one thing. The second thing I did when I bought the 40 acres of land, we did a soil check first. We checked the soil, made sure all the soil was producible and good. And so we did that on the soil. I made sure they gave me the mineral rights. I made sure they gave me the water rights. I made sure they gave me the timber rights. So I made sure I put that inside of my purchasing agreement. Because we bought the land out cash, I wanted to make sure I owned all of that. So those are some of the things. So it's called surface land and below the surface. So I wanted to do that. What else did I look for? And I wanted to make sure what was around. So I wanted to make sure what was the predators around. So right now we know that there's coyotes that come around and wild hogs come around. So we know that's, Yeah, so we wanted to make sure what the predators was that's around. So we know there's coyotes and we know that there's wild hogs that could come in that area. So now we kind of just know what those things are. And the guy who I bought it from had already had cows on the land. So we knew that was good already. So, and electricity. I wanted to make sure we understood the power around it. So, yep. So we definitely, we did those things for sure, man. So great question, great question. All right, last one is Lorenzo. What's good, Trap? Zoe from the UK. First off, I appreciate all the game. What are some principles that you still live by that you learn from the streets that you apply to the market? Thanks, Trap. Always have re-up money. Always have re-up money. You make more money in a drought. Don't buy Procaine. Don't buy Procaine, which means you got to taste test it first, which means you got to understand the product. So what that mean? That mean I'm not buying a stock that look like it's good. I want to let the data tell me it's good. Because Procaine look just like the real deal. And if you get it from the right person, we got a little Oragel on it. They might know how to put a little B12 in it. They may know how to put a little things to give you that little, you like, that, all right. So same thing with, it might melt in the plastic. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's how do I avoid that when I'm playing the market? I bet I want to make sure a company good and not I want to buy Tesla and not Neo, because Neo ain't it. It's Procaine. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a good company. It's a trash company, right? I don't want to buy the hype. You know what I'm saying? So those are just some of the things that that I pay attention to. Don't go in somebody else's neighborhood if I ain't got no connect. I ain't going to nobody else's hood if I ain't got no connect. What does that mean? I'm not going to look at an industry that I'm not familiar with. If I don't got nobody to give me a G-Pass, I don't think I'm that gangster to just go through somebody's hood and big dog it, right? I ain't on that. I never was on that. So I want to make sure I know somebody. Oh, I could go over there. It's love, it's love. Third, though, I ain't paying draft. I'm not paying draft. So what that mean? If the price too high for me to hustle over here, I'ma stay away. What does that mean in the market? If it costs too much over there, I'ma stay away. I'm not paying draft. That's what I got for you, family. See it? How you like that, bro? I took it back to the trap. I took it back to the trap. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. So now we got our certified trap of the week. Let's go, man. All right, so this week, I hit y'all with a little 1-2. I hit y'all with a little 1-2 with Mansa Musa, man. This was a good one, man. So Mansa Musa was actually one of the richest men, actually the richest man ever, right? Black man. Mansa Musa was Emperor Musa was of the West African Empire of Mali. He was the ruler of Mali from around 1312 until his death in 1337. During his reign, his armies expanded territories, including the acquisition of Songhai Kingdom. He was known for his great wealth and generosity. He was worth over 400 billion at that time. One of his greatest mistakes was, though, because he didn't cherish money, he was free with giving money. And it wasn't a mistake on him. What happens was the people saw that the money was so plentiful, that the gold was so plentiful, they attacked him. And they started hitting him from all kind of ways. He exposed himself because he didn't understand the enemies that was around him. You know what I'm saying? So Mansa Musa was definitely one of the greatest of all time to do it. No one still has ever been this wealthy in history. In history. He also was, I'm not gonna say he was the reason, but once people realized how much money that Africa had in it, once they went at him, they ain't stopped coming. They ain't stopped coming. Once they just kept on flooding. They just kept on hitting us for gold, hitting us for diamond, hitting us for, it was abundant, and they ain't stopped. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely want to just give honor, glory, praise, young King Mansa Musa, man. Facts. His brother was the real deal, too. He had a brother that came out. Yep. Let's go, man. Next. All right, man, so this is the Well Track, man. Y'all know we try to break down something that's authentic, something that's real inside of music that we can get some gems from. We used Jay-Z this week, and he said something that's real cool that we like. Right here. I could have bought a place in Dumbo before it was Dumbo for like $2 million. That same building today is worth $25 million. Guess how I'm feeling, Dumbo? I applied that to something that we do every day. You could have bought NVIDIA stock back when. You could have bought Tesla stock. You could have bought Facebook stock. You could have bought, but you didn't. And now that it ran up, you looking at it like, damn, Dumbo. Now the difference is Jay talking about that, he understand. Here's what he understood. He understood that I could have bought it at $2 million. It's worth $25. I'm going to let that go. I ain't even tripping on it. That's just a play I missed on. Sometimes you're going to miss the opportunities. But what I need you to know is the dope part about the stock market is you have the opportunity to be in some of these companies right now before they get to where they're going. You catching them right now in their prime. Yeah, you may have missed the infant stage, but you catching them in a prime. And because you got them in a prime, you can still run. For the people that think they missed the AI wave, I'm going to tell you the difference between now and the only difference I see between now and 2000 is this. In 2000 for the dot-com bubble, you had anybody just making up companies and them numbers was running. Right now, you got companies that have real profits and real free cash flow that's running. Facebook is a real company. NVIDIA is a real company. Google, Microsoft, these are real companies. CDSN, these are real companies that's running. The only difference in 2000 for the dot-com bubble, anybody was creating a company, they was giving them a 40, 50, 60, 200% multiple. That's what killed that. That's what killed that. You still have time to be a part of this game, and I don't want you to miss this. And now I want to roll over into the last part of this show, which is called Wise Words from the OG. And it's not going to be long. I'm going to keep it short. I want you to understand this. We've come a long way over the last few years. We fall, we fail, we struggle, but we survive. We keep fighting no matter what. The stock market babies, we gonna fight. We are resilient. We are financial revolutionaries. Nobody ever said that the game would be easy. Nobody ever said that your dreams will be attained overnight. Weapons may form, but you still prosper. I just need us to understand that the journey we are on, it is necessary so that the people that's coming behind us can see the war wounds, so they can see the scars, so they can know that it's possible. So they can know that it is a fight, it is a journey, but this is what it takes to get to 1 million. This is what it takes to get to 5 million. This is what it takes to get to 10 million. It takes endurance to get to the finish line. A lot of us think that we can come up with the idea, we can invest for 2 weeks, we can walk for a month, and we where we need to be at. That ain't how accomplishing goals go. You gotta go into that unknown. You gotta go into that deep water. You gotta go into that place where you're a little bit confused, because when you're a little bit confused, that's when you know you have entered new territory. That's when you know. When you're a little hesitant, when you're a little scared, when you're a little nervous, when you gotta say a little prayer, when you gotta ask yourself, man, I don't know. That's a sign that you have entered a new territory. I want us to stop being scared of the unknown. I want us to stop being scared of the possibilities. I want us to stop being scared of the unfamiliar, because we die in comfort. 80% of people in America will die with regrets. Most of the people will go to the graveyard. Most of the people will be on their deathbed regretting the fact that they never went for it. I myself would rather go out when it's time for me to go. I want to go knowing that I gave this thing everything that I had. I ain't leave no stone unturned. I ain't leave no goal unattended to. I ain't leave no investment that I ain't won't get in. I ain't take the chance on it. Because we only get one shot at this thing. We don't come back. We don't come back. We don't get a redo. We don't get to come back and tell our children, do it like this. We don't get to come back and tell our nieces and nephews, do it like this. You get the opportunity, you gotta stand in the opportunity. You gotta stand in it 10 toes down. You gotta stand in it with everything in you. You gotta empty the bucket, you gotta empty the tank. You gotta go all in, because if you don't go all in, you can't never accomplish nothing you won't do. The reason why you ain't never accomplished nothing you won't do, because you ain't never went all in on nothing. I want you to ask yourself, when the last time I went all in on it? When the last time I put my heart into it? When the last time I sacrificed for it? When the last time I took the motivational notes and tried to apply them? And when it didn't work the first day, did I go back to the drawing board or did I quit? When it didn't work the second day, did I go back to the drawing board or did I quit? Am I a visionary or am I a follower? Because I'm going to be real with you. For you to turn your family last name into an asset, for you to be the one to renegotiate that contract, you got to be a visionary. You got to be a visionary. I'm a visionary. I'm going to go all in on it every single time, y'all. I want to give you some of my influence. I want to give you some of my knowledge. I wish I can give you what's in my heart. I wish I can give it to you. Because every day you'll wake up like, bet, what am I going to conquer today? What territory got my name on it? Moving forward to end this year, I want you to wake up every morning and say, what territory got my name on it? Every day I want you to get up and say that. Every day I want you to get up and say that. What territory got my name on it? I'm going to get it. Every day. Every day. And I want you to stake claim on it. Whatever it is in your head, whatever it is in your heart, whatever it is on your portfolio, whatever investment goals is, best your territory, put your name on it. Get out that financial sunken place. Put the cotton in your ears, drown out the noise, and go stake claim to the territory that's for you, because it ain't for nobody else. It's for you. I don't care how many people doing what you do. They got the territory with your name on it. You got to sign the contract. Nobody else can't do it. But until that, most of y'all gonna reside in a comfortable place. Most of y'all gonna reside in a familiar place. I was talking to Wallow today, and he said, Trap, people this summer, they need to take this summer off. I said, Wallow, that's some heavy talk right there. How many of y'all not where you want to be at and you willing to take this summer off? Some of y'all couldn't wait for summer. It's a hot girl summer. It's a hot boy summer. Shout out to my people for coming up with the term. But listen, their money was right already when they came up with that term. Let this be the summer you go after everything you want, you execute, so next summer you can have 7 summers straight where you can do what nobody else can't do. Let this be the summer you sacrifice, so next summer, and the next summer, and the next summer, and the next summer, you 7, 8 summers in, you look back, you like, damn, this is the life I've been wanting. All it took for me to sacrifice for 1 summer? A lot could change in a year, y'all. We ain't taking this summer off. We going on tour. We going on tour in the summer. We working. You know why? I got a $100 million vision for my company. And I got all my people with me. And I'm like, yo, I don't know the blueprint. I got to talk to people. But guess what? The vision there. The vision there. So every phone call I make, every connection I make, I'm like, yep, I'm getting a little closer. The vision there, 7-city tour, we gonna jam that thing up. The vision there, we gonna bring the trappers out. They don't think we can do 7 cities. Guess what? With no big, guess what? We gonna do it. We gonna do it. Why? The vision there. The data gonna be there. I'm all in on the vision. I don't know how to half step. I know how to go all in. They say, Trap, you sure you won't get 1,000 people? You sure you don't want to do 200 people? I say, stop playing with me. 200 people? I could do that on live. Stop playing with me. I need 800, 1,000, 1,500 seat places where we going to. Let me worry about the rest. Let me worry about the rest. And that don't scare me. That don't scare me at all. I'm going to do what's necessary. And guess what? Either way the cut go, guess what? Next year, another tour. The year after that, another tour. The year after that, since I got the blueprint now, we touring twice a year now, summer and winter. I just got to get the data, man. I just got to figure out how to do the thing. Same thing with you, man. It's the same thing with you. Stop getting scared because it ain't going the way you wanted to go in the beginning. Live the life of the dream. Go through it. Go all in, man. It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Episode 46, the sunken place. The financial sunken place. Listen, man, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Oh, Tootie, where'd that come from? That was heavy right there. Hey, man, listen. Trapping in a recession. The recession tour is live, y'all. Jose, throw the link in the chat, man. We got a couple people got their VIP spots tonight. Atlanta, August 1st, I want to see you. Houston, August 8th, I want to see you. New Orleans, show up. August 15th, I want to see you. Let's sell it out, y'all. Let's show what we can do, man. LA, Chicago, New York, Philly. Y'all dates coming at the end. We got y'all. End of this month, I'ma have y'all. We coming to y'all too. We touching every city. We planting the flag. We letting them know the trap was deep. And we just getting started, man. And make sure y'all send this out. Make sure y'all share this live. Make sure y'all download on all podcast platforms. Jose dropping them joints every day. Make sure you download them. Make sure you put it on automatic download. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to see y'all next week, man. Salute.